Hello, everybody. It's about ready to get started. So, I think from the perspective of things to do in Baten Kaitos, I was thinking about it. I didn't realize I was on mute the first 10 seconds or so apologies for that. But I don't think there's anything else I have to do. We have unresolved side quests, but I don't really have a clue for them. So I'm just going to assume at this point I can't do anything with them. You might remember there was like talk of like a tower and one of the side quests, but we never got like another NPC encounter with them. And plus I feel like if we're gonna go visit the doctor, we're probably getting our final upgrades, and presumably we'll be getting new class levels since we're not at max level. Or else, I guess, very light spoilers, I would have gotten a Steam achievement for it already. We're gonna pause the class up and level up music to, I guess, boot up the game. But hopefully everybody's doing well. We're kind of in a weird hour since, daylight savings happened. So I believe yes, we are on the same island as the doctor. We'll get a plot summary, which I will read because honestly, I'm trying to remember if anything else was still there. You know what? That's kind of scary. If I didn't remember I had to go to the doctor, it actually doesn't mention going to the doctor here. So if I was returning from this like 2 months from now, I would be completely hosed. Like, I know the sword broke, but it's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, let's return to the doctor, because I was trying not to activate him. I remember getting scared about not activating him, so we're gonna go talk to him now. I don't think there's anything left for us to do. And then presumably at some point we'll be revisiting dungeons, or new dungeons will open up, because we haven't really seen a lot of side quests so far. Okay, so let's voice some lines. Sure, this is private business. We'll be waiting outside. Thanks. It shouldn't take long. Hope you're doing well, Calvisham.
Yeah, 来たか。待っていたよ、カラス君。
Ah, you've come. Welcome. I've been waiting for you, Callus.
大変だったようだが、元気そうで何よりだ。
I was expecting a much longer vocal line than what he just said there. Things must have been pretty awful for you, but I'm glad to see you're in good health.
ああ、久しぶりだね、先生。手紙受け取ったよ。俺に話があるとか。
I'm doing okay, Calvisham. I'm still kind of waking up. I did not like the early morning start for work. Like, yay, time changes. I like losing an hour. Thanks, Doc. Long time no see. I got your letter. So, you have something to tell me?
先生、あんたとじいちゃんは本当にデートで。
Or Ji-chan on there. He'll ask about Gramps. Are you really working with Gramps and for the Empire?
さて、どこから始めたものか。
I would just like to state, chat, I am so bored of this backstory. Listen, I tend not to complain about game plot that often. Probably the most memorable one being Tales of Eternia, and also Cesteria because it's funny, because it was so bad. But do we really need a fourth revisiting of this guy's backstory? Do we really need to see this again? What are you going to possibly tell me that we have not seen, heard about, or experienced at this point? I'm getting so tired of this backstory. Well, welcome, Calvisham, who is first, and Imperameter. I'm just like, there's a certain patience level with it where I'm like, literally everybody has told me my father's backstory, which involves this doctor. It was literally an arc like 20 hours ago. Why are we revisiting this again? I'm so annoyed with the plot right now. I am looking forward to when these characters shut up and move on to some other plot point. And how this goes to repairing the celestial sword, I'm not really... That part I'm not following. That's like the only thing I'm interested in is where do you want me to go? Our team of heroes is so incompetent. We lost like 2 divine artifacts. Like we are super bad at our jobs. So please help. Anyway, let's see what this guy tells me. If he tells me I worked with your father and then Giacomo came or whatever, I'm gonna get very annoyed, Chad. It better just be like a, at most like 10, not even 10, like 8 dialogue recap and then go forward. I swear, if we have to witness the scenes again, I'm gonna lose it. Now then, where should I start?
やはりそもそもの始まり、あの研究のことから始めるのが一番だろう。
From the very beginning, I suppose, with the experiment we were working on. Oh, great, we're getting yet another recap of what they were working on. Cool. Rolling my eyes.
もう20年も昔の話だ。
Been almost 20 years since. Are you... Oh, just really?
直接帝国へも出向いたようだから、私とゲオルグが砂漠の小村の出身で20年ほど前に帝都に招かれ。
At least they're acknowledging we heard like 3 people talk about it in the Empire and we saw a flashback of the house burning. At least the game acknowledges this is getting annoying how many times it's been brought up. Here you've been to the Empire, so you probably heard about us. George and I were born in a small desert village.
軍事的研究に携わったという話はすでに聞き及んでいるだろう。
Also, just kind of a nitpick, do we really need to talk about... Let's talk about an event 20 years ago. I was recruited 20 years ago. Like, do we really need to keep... I mean, I guess maybe you forgot between sentences. I'm just saying, that one's more of a nitpick. It's like, I kind of don't need the time frame established again. We were recruited by the Empire around 20 years ago and began working on military research.
当時我々はゲルドブレイム皇帝の命令に従い、
Under Emperor Geldablame's orders, we're supposed to design new weaponry. Yes, we know, you built the giant battleship. Battleships and Iron Beetles. See, I was paying attention. That is proof I was paying attention, chat. It was like, yes, I know. Trust me. Well, too intimately, I might say.
だがその裏でもう一つ極秘に別の研究を進めていたのだ。
But there was also another project we were assigned to, one that was kept strictly confidential.
我々はマグナスの秘密を解き明かそうとしていたのだよ。
We were attempting to solve the secret of the Magnus. Well, apparently you can only hold so many for some reason. Can we solve the problem of not enough blank cards? Can we start with that?
マグナエッセンス。物質の本質を高度化し記録。
What you know today as Magna Essence is a technology originally established ages ago by the wizards of old.
そして必要に応じてその記号から元々の物質を再構成する。
Okay, I'm kind of thankful he is not going to fully repeat the projects he's worked on, because this is said before. I don't care about that. A million people have talked about it at this point. Okay, we're now in a slightly more interesting part of the plot. Thank you. I'm glad that was like 4 dialogue boxes. Consists of encoding and storing the essence of matter,
それは太古の魔導士によって完成されたシステムだ。
and decoding it later on to restore the material to its original form.
だが生命体のマグナス化は遥か昔より実現不可能な禁断の技とされていた。
Yet, it was said to be impossible to encode a living creature into a Magnus. I like how I hit confirm and entire like 3 lines popped up. No additional voice lines. There's no way he said all this. Since quite some time ago, this type of research has been strictly prohibited. I was gonna say, this is how you get people's souls trapped in trading cards. I'm just saying. Like, okay, Kaiba Cord.
無理やりマグナス化された命は解放した際にどうしてもいびつな壊れたものしか再生できないからだ。
Listen, chat, we're gonna tear up all the Blue Eyes White Dragons, and then, you know, we're gonna find our rival Pegasus. Creatures cast into a Magnus would end up distorted and defective when later invoked. Oh, so just like dual monsters.
しかしゲオルグはそれを実現してしまった。奴は天才だった。
But George was but George had succeeded. He was a true genius. Yeah, put people in cards. It's fine. Take that, rights.
当初は火炎道の奥深くに潜む力を利用しようと考えていた。
Exactly. We need to threaten to jump off a roof. Exactly. That's how you win. That's how you win children's card games. You just threaten to just off yourself mid duel. It's fine. It's totally normal behavior. At first, we plan to make use of the power sealed deep within the lava caves. I guess depending on their role on this, maybe they're more like the grandpa finding the cards. Guess we'll see where he's going with this.
今ではそれが封印されたエンドマグナスの一つだと分かっているが。
Turned out to be one of the sealed End Magnus.
ジャコモ、エイメ、ホロンはそうした研究の最初の実験体であり、
Giacomo, Amy, and Folan were the results of those initial experiments.
彼らの常人を超えた力はその成果なのだよ。
That's why all three have extraordinary powers.
ジャコモたちもエンドマグナスの力を。
So Giacomo and his goons had gotten some power from the End Magnus.
そうだ。
That's right.
しかし封印されたままのエンドマグナスではどうしてもあれ以上の効果は望めなかった。
But with the End Magnus sealed away, that was the best we could do.
我々はさらに先へ進んだ。
We took it to another level.
私が何の話をしているかわかるかね？
Know what I'm talking about?
思い出せないか？それは君と君の弟のフィーの物語だ。
Can't you remember? It's about you and your brother, Fee.
カラス君、君はゲオルグによって人為的に生み出された作られた命なのだよ。
Callus, George created you artificially. Gasp.
テートで我々は何年もかけさまざまな実験を繰り返した。
Over the years, we conducted numerous experiments under the close watch of the Empire.
だがさすがにゲオルグにも命のマグナス化は不可能だった。
But even George couldn't succeed in encoding a living creature.
命をマグナスにした段階で物ではない重要な何かが抜け落ちてしまうようなのだ。
Something very important, not found as a mere object, would be lost when a creature was encoded. Would be missing when the creature was reconstructed. Is it their soul? Is that where we're going with it? That's why they're all evil?
そこでゲオルグは再び方向を変えた。
Like, they don't need to be human. Having a conscience is overrated. It was then that George altered his approach yet again.
命のマグナエッセンスを抽出するのではなく、
Instead of encoding extracted magna essence,
逆に他の物質のマグナスに手を加えることで新たな命を生み出す。
he began working on modifying an existing working Magnus to create a living creature.
あの頃のゲオルグは何かに取りつかれたようだった。
I forget if it's Georg. I don't think it's technically George. I always forget how to say that name. I need to pay attention next time he says it. I'll say George for now. George seemed totally engrossed in his work back then.
最終的に素材として選ばれたマグナスに何ヶ月もかけて手を加え改良を重ね、
I mean, it's come up in Suikoden, but even then, I have forgotten how to say it. What happens when you're waking up? He chose the base material and spent months modifying and improving it, slowly altering the Magnus properties.
徐々に変質させていき、そしてついにマグナスから新たな命が生み出された。
I didn't hear him say it in there. His experiment was successful. Several months later, a new life was created.
それが君なのだ、カラス君。
You were the result, Callus.
そんな、
まさか。
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Soto Bakana, but not quite. It's impossible.
信じられなくても無理はない。いずれわかる時が来るだろ
I know this is difficult to believe, but you'll understand someday.
う。だが、しかし物質のマグナスから生み出された君は、何と言ってよいか。
Born from a Magnus, you were... How should I put it? Excessively human. I think I'm gonna need you to clarify, Larakash. What does that mean?
あまりに人間的というか、不完全だったのだ。
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I forget that the quote-unquote humans in this universe are not humans. Even by their own terms, apparently. In fact, have they ever actually defined what their race was at this point? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember what they've been calling themselves. I'm sure it was mentioned at some point in the game, but it's very rare they talk about a species. It sets up like Children of the Earth and stuff like that. But for the people in the islands, I don't know if they had a name. Oh well. You have too many of the flaws present in human beings, and you're born with just one wing.
ゲルド・ブレイムは満足しなかった。彼の求めていたのは完全な曇りなき命。
Blame was unsatisfied with the results of the experiment. What he wanted was a pure, perfect life form.
そのマグナスを研究すれば、いずれ不老不死も望めるような。
His intention was to study the Magnus as such a life form, and to unlock the secret of eternal life. A weird delay when I hit confirm. Making sure nothing else is on. I wanted to create the ultimate hedgehog. It's so true. Sorry about that. Being finicky with me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. Controller was just deciding, nah, I didn't want to hit confirm. I think we're okay now. A bit of loose cord.
彼は当時それを神の子と呼んでいた。
You would call this hypothetical life form the Divine Child.
神の子。
The Divine Child?
その頃からゲルド・ブレインは人を超えたものに取り憑かれていたんだよ。
When Gelderblame assembled the 7 rings in hand. Oh, wait. It's around that time. Gelderblame became obsessed with overcoming the limitations of human beings. I'm sorry. I'm reading the dialogue, but my eyes went to the right side of the screen. What is that pose? What is he doing? Why is he like, like, what? Like, no one breathes like that. What is he doing? This is really distracting me. Like that face and like the constant like thrusting motions. I don't like how Larakash is talking to us, chat.
ゲオルグはさらに君のマグナスを研究、改良を続けて。
Did he just say Girgada? There is no way that's how that's normally said. I am pretty sure he said Georg. Maybe he meant to say Georg, but he went Girgada. Some kind of tense issue there. Anyway, I'll call him Georg for now. Georg furthered his studies based on your Magnus, making improvements until several years later, another life was born.
完全なる命のマグナスを持った命。
A child born of a true living Magnus.
それがフィーなのか。フィーも作られた命だったというのか。
So, you're trying to tell me that he was created too?
しかしコーダは魔女の一人は俺にはマグナスが感じられないと。
But Codell, one of the witches, said she couldn't feel any Magnus within me. It's because you are the Magnus.
それは君のマグナスがこの世界の通常のものとは大きく異なるからだよ。
Your Magnus is quite different from those found in this world.
ゲオルグがかなり手を加えてしまったからね。
Like, Chad, do you hear how he's saying that? Like that, there's no way that's how that's normally said. He's adding like 3 or 4 syllables on 5 letters. Like that is actually insane. I just don't. I was listening to, normally it's like pretty close. Like I'll hear like Larakush or Kush, but that was like there were more syllables than letters there. Yeah, exactly. He put like 2 does in there. I was like, okay. But anyway, George aka Georg said had drastically modified the original Magnus.
例えばここに青い体液の流れる生き物を連れてきて
Suppose you brought in a creature with blue blood instead of red. Ask someone to study its blood.
多くの人は首を振ってそれは無理だ。そもそもこの生き物には血が流れていない。
Many would shake their heads and say it's not possible, as the creature has no blood at all. That's a really terrible analogy. That's that analogy just doesn't work, Chad. It's like, no. I can't think of anything like off the cuff because what can I say? It's not what I'm thinking about first thing in the morning.
This one is special.
But I'm pretty sure if you had green blood and someone cut you, they wouldn't go, "You don't have blood." They would ask why you're bleeding green. I don't think of following what he's saying here. It'd be one thing if it's like, if he was making some kind of plant analogy with like fruits versus vegetables, or like trees are very different than other plants or something like that. I feel like he could have had a plant analogy here. Are you a predator? Maybe. I as a doctor, his analogy doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Larakush.
なぜなら一般に人がイメージする血とは赤いものであり、
When people think of blood, they picture a red liquid.
青い体液というものは血として認識されないからだ。
A blue liquid would not fit the description.
誰かにそう言われて初めて、彼らは目の前の生き物には青い血が流れているということに気づく。
They need someone to point out to them that it's simply a matter of the creature's blood being blue.
それまで彼らにとってはその生き物には血は流れていなかったのだよ。
This analogy sucks, chat. Until then, they would picture the creatures being bloodless. Yeah. I'm just picturing like almost like a Kill Bill style thing where like they like remove a limb from the creature and it sprays them in the face and they're like, oh, there's no blood. Like I'm not following this analogy. He thinks people are incredibly stupid. So true.
それがちゃんと自分たちの目の前に存在し、見えていたにもかかわらずね。
Even the blood was right there in front of their eyes.
それと同じようなことが君のマグナスについても言える。
A similar thing could be said about your Magnus.
ああ、なんとなく分かったような気がするよ。
I think I get what you're trying to say.
話を戻そう。
Back to the subject.
ゲオルグはフィーの誕生を見た後、つきものが落ちたように人が変わった。
After Fee was born, Georg was a man redeemed.
幼い君がフィーと接するうち、それまで奴の中でずっと眠っていた何かが。
The time he spent with you and Fee may have stirred something within him that had been dormant for a long time.
いや、フィーが備えていた何かが奴を変えたのかもしれない。
Or maybe there was something about Fee that brought about these changes in him. ... No one loves
12
Callus.
年前、ついに我々は帝都脱出を決意した。
Eventually, 12 years ago, he decided to escape from the Empire.
なあ、ラリクシ。私たちは一体何を実現してしまったんだろう。
That is a portrait. Also, what, like, every time I now look at Larakush, he's just like weirdly emoting. Why is his neck forward like that? Who, like, that can't be comfortable. Like, his neck is almost like 30 to 45 degrees forward from the rest of his body. Like, what is he doing? Meanwhile, like, Georg is like basically stationary. Larakush is like going through some kind of, like, he ran a marathon. I don't understand why their cycles are like that. I'm so distracted by Larakush, I can't even comment on Georg's photo. It looks very odd to me the pink hair and the red eyes is something. Certainly something. The rest of his portrait looks relatively normal. Tell me, Lurikush, what on earth have we done?
マグナスから命を生み出すことを可能とした。
He's a true gamer, so true. We succeeded in creating life from Magnus.
だが、そのことにどんな意味がある？
But for what purpose? Is it worth anything at all?
新たな、より深い絶望と悲しみの扉を開いただけではないか？
Shouldn't you know why you're doing it before you do it? I feel like... Or did we merely open a door leading to further sorrow and despair?
ゲオルグ、今はそんなことより、これからどうすればいいのか考えよ
Yurgada. Yurg, we have other things to think about right now. We need to make a decision.
う。いや、考える責任が我々にはある。
Oh, we have two fathers. How progressive. After all, we're their parents. It's our responsibility to do the right thing and protect them.
ああ、そうだ。その通りだ。
Right. You're absolutely right.
お前はどうしたい？ゲルドブレイムの命令通り、このままずっと研究を続ける気か？
What do you want to do? Follow Gelderblade's orders and continue your research?
いや、もうこれ以上あの子らを。
No. We must put an end to this. Can't stand the weird reflection thing that goes around the room while I'm trying to concentrate. Seriously, why does that keep happening? What possible purpose does it have?
カラスとフィーを奴の野望のための実験材料などにはできん。
Callus and Fee can no longer be the victims of his vile ambitions.
よし。となると、やはり。
Understand. There's only one thing we could do then.
後に何も残らぬよう、この研究所は爆破してしまおう。
Yes. Let's destroy this lab with explosives so no records or samples can be recovered. I like they just have explosives, by the way. It's like, yeah, we'll just blow it up. Just another Monday.
一切を無に帰すのだ。
Nothing shall remain.
我々もそれに巻き込まれて死んだように見せかけ、帝国を脱出する。
We'll feign our deaths in the explosion and leave the Empire in secret.
行き先はミラ。
We should head for Mira.
次元の境界をさまようあそこなら、万が一偽装がバレるようなことになっても、
That island is close to the dimensional boundary and periodically shifts between dimensions.
しばらくは連中の目を盗んでやっていけるだろう。
And if they found out we set up the explosion, being in Mira should buy us some time.
私と君、カラスとフィーの4人で。
The four of us will live in peace. You, me, Callus, and Fee.
誰か来る。
Shh, someone's coming.
完全体の明日のテストの予定はどうなっている？
Oh, it's Giacomo and his ridiculous abs. I came to confirm tomorrow's schedule for the Holomaton experiments. Or Holomaton? Probably Holomaton.
マグナスの解析はまだ進まないのか？
How was your analysis if it's Magnus coming along?
ああ、予定通りだ。何の問題もない。
No problems. It's going exactly as planned.
成長による変動まできちんと計算に入れておかなくてはならない。
We need to account for fluctuations related to his growth patterns.
それにはまだしばらく様子を見ないと。何度も言っているだろう。
Need more time to be sure. I've told you this repeatedly.
あと5年か？10年か？
He's saying a lot of words. His voice actor was done early. So you need more time. How much? 5 more years? 10? At your current rate, it may well take forever.
そろそろ何かしらの結果を見せるんだ。
We need results, not excuses.
皇帝もそういつまでものんびりと構えているわけではないからな。
The Emperor's patience has its limits.
ああ、それから出来損ないの方は明日処分するようにとの命令だ。
Also, you have orders to dispose of the defective sample tomorrow. Goodbye, Callus.
奴はもう不要だ。これ以上生かしておいても 何の益もない。
It's no longer of any use to us. No need to keep it alive.
ジャコモ、お前というやつは。
Giacomo, how could you?
ゲオルグ、落ち着け。
Georgida. Georg, don't! Grr.
ジャコモ、君は
Giacomo, let me ask you.
今回の研究に関して皇帝の計画について何も感じないのか？
This experiment we're working on, the Emperor's plans, don't they bother you at all? You just aura it all over him.
くだらんことを。
You of all people should know better.
俺は親父やあんたとは違う。あんたたちの研究のおかげで人を超えた力を手に入れたんだ。
I'm not like you or my father. Thanks to your experiments, I now wield a power no mundane human could ever hope for.
それに第一こいつを始めたのはあんたたちだ。何を今さら。
Besides, you started all this in the first place. Now is not the time for regrets.
実験は続ける。俺が必ず続けさせてやるからな。
You will continue the experiment. I will see to that. I assure you.
俺はこの計画が俺たちに何を見せてくれるのか。
I, myself, can hardly wait.
俺たちをどこへ連れて行ってくれるのか。
What this project will show us. Where it will lead us.
心の底から楽しみでしょうがないよ。
There's so much to look forward to. There we go. We gotta we gotta ham it up a little based off the voice acting. ... from Larakush. I like his little sped up walk.
研究所が
I mean, even if it wasn't sped up because I have the game speed sped up, he still had what a strut in general. Emperor, the laboratory's in flames. That is the most sound I have ever heard from a ... That was like an 8-second clip for ... I guess they're like just put like incomprehensible noises. That's what should have been there. Let's move the chat up in the corner so you can see the clown face again. It's funny because he looks way more normal in his like in-game model, but his portrait is like outrageous. I don't know what's going on with it. Makeup, painting, hair ties and beads. I don't know what I'm looking at most of the time.
我々の計画はうまく運び、無事ミラに落ち着くことができた。一回の旅人を装ってな。
Thing went as planned. Managed to reach Mira under the guise of travelers.
爆発のショックからか、帝国を脱して目を覚ました君は、
It was from the shock of the explosion, when you awoke after escaping from the
その
Empire.
間の一切の記憶を失っていた。
You lost memory of everything that had happened until then. Wow, so let me get this straight. There's 2 different characters in the game's story that have had amnesia. Man, it really is just contagious in RPGs.
フィーは当時まだ3歳だったので、帝都でのことはろくに覚えてはいなかったろう。
Fee was only 3 years old, so he didn't seem to remember much either.
その後、私はミラを出て、やがてここへ落ち着いたというわけだ。
Soon after, I left Mira and came to live here.
2年前にミラで君たちに何が起こったのかは私にはわからない。
I don't know exactly what happened to you in Mira 2 years ago.
もう別々の道を歩み、互いに連絡も取り合っていなかったからね。
Jorg and I lived separate. Oh, Jorg and I had lived separate lives.
ここに気を失った君が運び込まれてきたときはびっくりしたよ。
Imagine how surprised I was when seeing you brought into this village.
ジャコモは 帝都で死んだよ。
Yakumo died in the Imperial capital. Did he? Did he technically? He died on the airship, I guess. I thought he crashed out. I thought if he said he died on the island, I would have agreed. But I'm like, we crashed somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty sure, but whatever, that's fine.
そうか。
Is that so? Yeah, I remember specifically because we had that stupid scene where we lived by getting in like a weird APC tank thing, and we decided to drive it out of the airship. That was kind of memorable. It's like, and I love our use of "he died" versus "we definitely murdered him." I like the word choice. Like, oh yes, he just had an unfortunate accident and he fell repeatedly into my sword. Just like, what are we talking about? Welcome, Chris. Hope you're doing well.
俺がマグナスから生まれた。
Honestly, Chris, if you're just tuning in, you just found like the only important plot points. Everything we were talking about before then was kind of fluff. Now we're at the meat of the plot right here. Yeah, it's just a sudden case of being stabbed in the chest. It's so sad. If only he had been more careful. So, I was born of a Magnus.
ゲオルグじいちゃんが生み出した。
You created me.
そんな話信じられない。
I can't believe that.
ああ、そうだろう。ゆっくりと時間をかけて少しずつ事実を受け入れていけばいい。
Not surprised. Take your time, boy. Let it sink in.
いずれにせよ、君は君として今ここにいる。
Either way, you are yourself. That's what counts.
どうやって生を与えられたかは問題ではない。
How you were born is unimportant.
それは我々みんな一緒だよ。誰も生まれてくることを選ぶことはできない。
The same for anybody. You don't choose to be born. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not probably going to hear the name Georga anymore. So rip Georga.
気づいた時には生きている。存在している。
Simply realize one day that we're here, that we exist. That was thoughts.
それから君に渡したいものがある。
I have something for you. Is it an artifact that we can have destroyed because we are really terrible at not destroying them?
もしもの時はとゲオルグから預かったものだ。
Oh, we got
今がその時だろう。
we got potentially one of our last Georga does we're gonna hear. Georg asked me to give it to you, should you need it one day. This must be the time.
ゲオルグじいちゃんが俺に。
Gramps left me something?
そうだ。遠い昔にな。
Yes, way back then.
ミラに落ち着いてしばらくしてからゲオルグが君にと残したものだ。
When we had settled down in Mira, Georg told me he intended to leave something for you.
それが何なのかは私も知らないが、空中山脈の山小屋にある。
I don't know what it is, but you'll find it in a cabin up in the Celestial Alps.
空中山脈？
The Celestial Alps?
ああ、山頂付近に小屋がある。帝都を出た後でゲオルグと二人で建てた。
Yes, there's a cabin near the mountaintop. Georg and I built it after we left the Empire.
そこにじいちゃんが俺に残してくれたものが。
Cabin in the Alps. He stashed it there, huh?
行って受け取ってくるといい。
Yes. I suggest you go there and look for it. Yeah, we were kind of blue Donna-ing there. Or we're just kind of repeating what he said, but just in the form of a question. No one can make the choice now. Yeah, whatever.
先生、もう一つだけ聞いておきたいんだが、俺の名をつけたのは。
I like how we still call him Doctor, but he's definitely our other father. But anyway. Doctor, I need to ask you one last thing. Who gave me my name?
ゲルド・ブレイム皇帝だ。
The Emperor. Gelda blame. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Yeah, it's like they're like, you should go to the Alps. The Alps, is that in the mountains? Yes, you should go there to get the thing he stashed. You mean he stashed it in the Alps? I'm just like, is there an echo? What happened?
生まれた君が不完全だと知ると、不吉な、忌まわしい片羽の鳥だと言ってな。
Hearing you were not the perfect being he had envisioned, he called you an ill omen, cursed premonition of things to come, named you Callous, which means raven in a long lost language. What?
やっぱり。
I see.
帝国を脱出した後、ゲオルグと私は君に新たな名を与えようとしたのだが。
You don't even have black hair. That name just doesn't work for me on many levels. We left the Empire. You're da, and I tried to give you a new name.
君は自分につけられた名前だけは決して忘れようとしなかった。
But you have none of it. Your name was the one thing you remembered.
はあ。きっと俺の命と憎しみの理由だったろうからな。
Guess it was the reason for my existence and my hatred.
それだけは捨てられなかったんだ。
Something I just couldn't get rid of. So now my curiosity is, maybe at the end of the game we'll check, what happens if you call our initial character Fee? Does the game freak out if you do that? We'll have to try that later.
カラス、大丈夫？
Alice, are you okay?
ああ、大丈夫だ。みんな、空中山脈まで付き合ってくれ。
I'm fine. You will come with me to the Celestial Alps.
そこにじいちゃんが俺に残してくれたものがあるらしい。
The doctor said Gramps left me something there.
よし、わかった。
No problem.
どんな話があったのか知らねえが、死刑だつらしてんじゃねえよ、カラス。
Don't know what went on in there between you and the doc, but cheer up, kid.
そうですよ。
Yes, we have so much left to do. We need you in high spirits. Oh no, I looked at Liud's face. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I'm still not ready to see his face in the morning. I need to move forward. Up your cheer, Callus. The great Mizudi is with you.
作戦遂行のことだけで頭の中をいっぱいにしてみろ。
Focus your thoughts solely on this mission, and not about how I probably killed people that you know, and was there in a couple flashbacks, but we're just never going to address those.
考えるのは後でいくらでもできる。無事にこいつを生き延びられればな。
You'll have plenty of time for reflection once it's over. Survival is priority one, right? Definitely a Liu jump scare.
みんな、ありがとう。
Thanks. All of you. I'll say, let's go, I guess.
ああ、行こう、みんな。
Yeah, let's go, everyone. Clueless. Gosh, we have so many combos we never found and never will. I'm just saying, like, I don't think I care anymore. Also, why did Crimson Blossom and Tearless Mermaid produce charred fish? Wait, can we talk about this? Why did Tearless Mermaid give us this card? I thought us using grilled fish and fire made charred fish. What? These combos are some wacky world nonsense. Oh no, I got stuck in the crowd. Welcome, RJ. Hope you're doing well. Did we hand in all the constellations? Let's just double check. It's been a little bit since we played. Okay, I don't have any. That's good. Let's take a look at the constellation. We have 43 found so far. So what do you think, Chad? What do you think the total number is? Do you think it's 45? Do you think it's 50? What are you feeling? Oh, well, pff, never mind. Well, that's very blunt. Well, now I know I only need 7. Thanks, Keeper of the Star Map. I guess you did not, no ambiguity there. Okay, so I have only 7 left, so that means I've been doing a pretty good job. Someone apparently saw a fragment in some desert cave. Okay, so I did miss a couple, apparently. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to do a around the world later. Let's get through the Celestial Alps, and then we'll try to figure out what I lost. Also, how do you go to the Celestial Alps? Honest question. Seriously, where are they? Is it somewhere I could fly to? Is it in Mira? I don't know if we've ever been there. Oh, well. Oh, it's the place that I was wondering if we were going to go to. I didn't realize that was the Celestial Alps. I remember commenting I thought it was weird we couldn't fly here yet. There's the world's most obvious treasure chest as we enter the Celestial Alps. I guess I'll go grab it. Daijobu chat. Hope you're all doing well. I'm not going for any numbers right now. I feel like we just, at some point in the game, I'll feel like we actually have the cards that are worth using numbers on. So far, the answer has been no. That didn't really do that much damage to us. Although I say that and then draw no defense. Okay, so what happens if we don't defend? Oh, wow, we take quite a bit of damage there. Not, like, enough to stop me, but enough to annoy me. Okay, sadly, I don't want to use the Pendulum combo. So 900 is not enough to kill. That is interesting. So right now, I'm just going to focus on doing some damage. Shouldn't have to do that much else. I'm just going to burn this card. I don't need to full combo here. Yeah. Damage is decent. Oh, we resist so much damage, chat. Well, I want to see Pendulum Blast. I don't know if we've seen this yet. Oh, it's the headbutt. Never mind. Of course it is. Of course one of her ultimate moves is headbutt. Of course it is. Why would I ever doubt that? I don't know why the word pendulum is in there, but sure. It's fine. Wasn't too bad. That's a lot of experience. We could get Badwin or a Freedy Saber. That looks very strong. Blaze never dies once ignited, delivering a fiery end to those who defied the Ifriti. Yeah, that looks insanely strong. Isn't that just like 70 points stronger than most of our other weapons? Yeah, it is. I guess I could get rid of dead flowers for that. Also, why do I have a duck in my inventory? Truly a lonely duck. He just wants to play with the other ducks, but no one will take him in because of his odd face and misshapen wings. Poor fella. Oh, maybe I had an egg? Maybe he had an egg as a healing item. I'm just like, I don't remember putting a duck in our inventory, but it's there. Oh, Endeavoring Woman is 40 to all attack. Interesting. Isn't that still about on par with this? Yeah, it's pretty close. I don't know. I don't think I'm super impressed by that attack stat. I like our pickles a lot more. Tin Canis Minor. Okay. Hmm? Did you hear that? Wow, they just immediately cutscene me. That was rude. Whoa! What the heck? Oh. I got blocked. Oh, so we know that flying enemies will give us a constellation, according to what the game hinted us before. Probably could have comboed my 8s a little better there, but it still did insane damage there. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Oops, all 8s. Should do some decent damage. So we should be getting some card bonuses. I could eventually turn on the card bonus to see which ones are better. But right now, I don't think it matters. Aqua Burst, huge pickup, level 4. Okay, so if I want to start getting rid of our crap cards, this is the time to get rid of it. And it has an 8 here, perfect. I could get rid of probably one of my 5 7s. Get 6 8s. Now, the other thing I'm not sure about is when we get the ability to play all of our cards, because right now we can only play 6. I wonder how many we should be aiming for. Like, is it worth trying to form straights of numbers versus all of one number? I imagine straights are worth more from a point system. We'll have to turn on the combo system at some point. And I'm also not sure if it matters if you combo with 1s versus 9s. Because there were a couple times I felt like our damage didn't really make sense. And the only thing I could think of is if there's something special for using multiple 9s. Yeah. So, unfortunately, as Chad has probably seen, I really haven't been receiving any 9s at all on any of our endgame cards. So, I'm assuming we could do straights, like, forwards or backwards, and I don't think it matters too much for points. But it would be nice to be able to do, like, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5s. But honestly, not really much else I could do. I have one level 5 Aqua Blast that has a 9, which is pretty good, but it doesn't combo with my other cards, which is awkward. So, it is what it is. What? Wait, so you blocked me from Oh, I have to kill specifically that enemy to progress further. Okay, that's fair, I guess. What does the sign say? No, I wanted to look at the sign. I got baited. Maybe the sign just means jump here. Fine. I didn't need to read the sign. I can't read anyway, I'm callous. I don't know what words are. So here, I'm not really going to worry about my combo too heavily. I'm just going to burn some cards, because he's already wounded. Yeah, like, I could be forming straights and combo pairs. But for the most part, we also don't have a ton of defense items, so I don't know if making straights matters there either that much. Oh, that was unfair. I definitely pressed the button. I got robbed there, chat. Get a camera combo with an 8. I'd be dead here, no matter what I combo with, honestly. These guys are fairly tanky. So now the question is, do both of these enemies have constellations or just one of the flying enemies? Something we gotta figure out eventually. Well, I'm taking some big damage there. I'd have to heal. 9, 8, 7. Oh, I was about to 6. Man, it is hard to go through that menu quickly with melee characters. Spells have like 5 years for me to confirm. Melee is actually much harder. At least while we're in combat speed up. Because I did actually menu there, and I was literally going to the one that had 6, but I got denied. Relugs, Fire Burst. I don't think I really care about photos at this point. If I could get level 4 upgrades, I will. Do we have anything lower than 4? We don't. Okay. No, we do. Let's get rid of our 6-3. Get a level 5. So again, like, I don't have enough of the super high level spells for this to matter yet. So do I have mostly 6s and 5s? Not really. My numbers are kind of all over the place. It's fine. Yeah, we got revives. We have like a super strong heal, a mediocre heal. Yeah, we have a lot of revives. Eventually, I would like to get rid of Holy Grail to get more Sacred Water, but we just haven't been drawing the right combo for them. I will fight these creatures because I am fishing for a constellation, just for chat reference, as to like, why aren't you avoiding them? I would like to get it in case there's something special for getting all 50. So I wonder if it plays fully by card rules, like if I have like 5 in a row that are similar, I should be aiming for something else after that. I'm just gonna end my combo here. I'm not gonna bother with the finisher. Throw away some cards. Next turn, I think I'm gonna try to heal. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. I recognized too right that was our rice brew. I kept it there. Minor mistake. Let's heal ourselves then. Oh, interesting. It doesn't heal unless you're dead? No. Oh, the other one might have been Wheat Tea. My bad. God, that doesn't necessarily heal. We do need to kill this creature at some point. There we go. Basically a full heal. But once we kill these creatures, we should be fine. Yeah, we drew a healing item, which is good. So our health totals are fine. Like, we're pretty tanky, since we got a lot of levels from just sticking to the same party for a while. Ooh, I have a lot of finishers. I kind of didn't want a finisher here, but that's fine. It is what it is. I was looking to make a straight, but it was like, nah, we didn't draw that well. Okay, it's time to die. Ultimate move, headbutt. Yeah, 2400 experience is insane. Squid, nah, I think I'm gonna take Bad Wind. Now I'll actually bother. What are we doing level-wise, by the way? Oh, Mizuti's ready to power level? I think it's actually worth leaving then. I wasn't going to originally, but I think that is enough of a reason to get 10 levels. I think chat would agree. That's a good reason to just go back and level at this point. It is 10 levels. I wasn't going to come back originally, but it also forced to backtrack in the dungeon. Blame the dungeon for this. Well, okay, let's figure out what an average level up for him should look like. Everybody else is like okay leveled. So I want to hit, let's say, 201 attack. I mostly just care about his attack at this point. I don't know if I care about his other stats. Agility could literally min-roll, and I don't care. Vitality being higher would be nice. So let's say 130 Vitality, 201 attack. And I'll accept it. Oh, he low-rolled. Yeah, I think I reset that, I'm being real with you. That was pretty disappointing. He didn't even go halfway. I don't think I'm asking for much there. He whiffed on both. It's like, that's kind of not acceptable. Yeah, that was kind of irritating. Try a little better. I'm like, out of 8 points, I'm only looking for 3. Yeah, there we go. See, that's much better. Just, like, now we got 4 points to level up, essentially, out of 8 that are possible. So he's definitely a lot weaker than he could be, but this is fine. I just want to make sure he's not min-rolling damage, because damage just means we're not spending it 30 years here. Okay. So, let's see. Does he need to do anything else? So yeah, now Mizuti has over 3k health. So he gained 800 health, chat. And on top of that, he's taking like 20 less damage a hit. Which is kind of important, I think you would imagine. Just almost 33% more health and you take like 15 to 20% less damage. That's pretty tanky. Another fight here to try to fish for the Constellation. I'll worry about Constellation hand-in later. I don't need their items right now. Yeah, the slower movement speed here is definitely costing me some health. But I also don't do enough damage to one-shot. Well, that did an insane amount of damage to me. Oh, I just barely got to it in time. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna heal then. No reason to not attempt to heal there. That did not hurt her very much. Alright, so our health is looking super good. So I think it wants me to switch elements between the characters. So eventually we should switch to fire with Mizuti. Okay, there we go. We got the other Canis card. Now it's worth leaving and going back. Right now, that's where I was originally going to wait for, but, you know, whatever. At least we got it pretty quickly. Now we only have 5 left to acquire in the entire rest of the game. So if I only missed a handful, I'm going to say job well done. So we have not needed the hint system so far outside of the desert cave. Let's see what we get. So we have Major Dog and Minor Dog. It's your efforts. Let's restore it a bit more. What are you going to give us? Meteor Gear. Kusanagi Blade. Interesting. Why do I have a feeling one of those was for the character we don't play as? Oh, it's not. Oh, that's good. Right, chat, that's for the best. Oh, okay. Another fire sword for Callus, so... Oh, meat went from good to better. I'll get rid of dead flowers, although it causes paralysis. I might actually keep that for status ailment reason. Let's get rid of... Dual sword is terrible. Oh, that's an easy swap. We have a wind armor. But right now I have mostly ice stuff. So the only thing I recall is that, like, if we mix elements with our defense, it could be bad. But it also seems to care what elements we have. So if we have only like one set of armors, it means we're more vulnerable to other attacks. So I could get rid of these because all of these have a 1 except for this one. Put this here. Yeah. Because all of his other defenses are like 50 plus. So he could basically just resist all these elements because he has different weapons. Although we no longer have fire armor. Could be a problem later. Yeah, so it's kind of like, if the element matches, it uses the full defense total. So I think neutral defenses are just better for the most part if we don't know what elements they do. So like this one has like 60-ish neutral defense, but it's not really all that different than some of the other ones. Now the problem with the weapons for defense is that they are almost all elemental resist. So at least there's kind of like a trade-off here. Like full plate, there's no reason for me to ever remove that, to be honest. Honestly, I might even just get rid of this and just straight up get a neutral defense in here. It might actually just be better. As weird as that looks, I think that will help us in the long run. I don't think he has any conflicts here. I think for the most part I would prefer neutral defense, because I think it works against everything. Get rid of one of his situational fire helmets for super defense for time, I guess? Might come up, maybe? Okay, let's save. Unpopular painting, well-known story. Okay, so the thing in my inventory updated. I don't know if that matters. I don't remember if we needed other kinds of gossip. I just don't remember, chat, to be honest with you. I'm gonna double check my notes real quick. I just had a note to hold on to it, but I don't know if I actually needed it. Oh well, I'll just hold it. I mean, the worst that happens is we get more card information. And at least now we know how to get to well-known story if we need it. Anyway, let's progress for now. So I didn't even see what... Ooh, there's the lower path I probably wanted to check out. I regret life choices there. It's up into 888 there. Form different pairs. Didn't quite get it. That did insane damage though. 8, 8, 8, 8, 9. I don't know. I don't think it matters here. I didn't draw other cards of interest. Yeah, that did like no damage. I think wind might be one of the resistances that matters here. Oh, that did like no damage. That was embarrassing. 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. Whatever, finisher. We tried. Still did some decent damage. 666, 7, rotten meat to the face, explodey. It's a normal combo. So I want to see how little damage he takes from this. Oh yeah, neutral defense is so good. It's okay, we're finally using game mechanics. Because it hasn't honestly been hard enough of a game to make me care about the nuance. We got some time. Small fire, now I'll take a photo. There's a path to the south we didn't go to. Okay. Oh no, it's like a platform puzzle level. This sucks. Wow. Well, at least I know progress is up now. What happens if I go backwards from here before I drop down? Oh. Wow. Wow, chat. Wow. That is really annoying. So do I have to... Okay, he's still there. Wow. Big F in the chat. Actually access denied. Yeah, I think unless I get like a really good combo, I don't think I can one-shot these enemies. They can either compensate that by leveling more, or trying to fish for better cards. Because we have a lot of level 3 magics still. But if we drew like nothing but level 5s, I think they would also die. So it might be worth doing some stuff here. That did insane damage to me. I'm just gonna heal him up. Take a photo of ourselves. Like, look at that HP we recovered. 8-8. No combos. Or... oh, wrong button. Never mind. I was gonna start forming other things, but then, whatever. Could have seen... oh, that actually did more damage. Okay. I was gonna see if I could form a straight with just 4 cards. Or if it needs 5 cards. Still did insane damage. Wow, she takes so little damage. It's actually wild. Yeah, let's give him a spin. Oh, I could have made a revive. I'm stupid. Should have gone for that. I'll let it cycle. Yeah, let's go for a revive if we don't get a good item here. We'll take the damage. Heal her up a little. We'll go for Grail plus Brew. Should work. Now we could just combo kill, I guess. Ooh, not quite strong enough. So even having neutral weapon elements is useful just for defensive reasons. Kabari has like insane tankiness. I was way too slow on the menuing there. Deserve that. We'll heal him up a little. We'll Zella finish things off. It should just be GG. I don't need to do that much. I'm just gonna meet him in the face for the kill. I don't think he's worthy of a spell finish. Goodbye. 8. So we could get Straw. No, I think I just wanted other Sacred Water. The Sacred Water is extremely good at this point in the game. I probably can get rid of a Sunflower Coin if I want to. I don't need that many elemental attacks. Just thinking about if there's any other character I'm really desperate to not have killed. Got 1 revive. Liud has 1 revive. It's kind of seeing what they have overall. Yeah, she just has a large tea. Oh, that's what it was. The large tea mug has no healing. That's right. If I want to create the green tea upgrades. Now it's coming back to me. I'm gonna get rid of 1 mediocre item, I think. I'll leave Peach Boy since it's neutral. Maybe I honestly get rid of camera level 2. It's not a level 3 camera and just give him another revive. I think that would make more sense. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, there's not many opportunities where I realistically need that many revives. Try to finish him here. Nice. Aqua Truth. Just kind of awkward to have opposite elements, as I said before. Yeah, Viking Helmet I like as a defense item because it's neutral defense, although Battle Shield's a little stronger. Any other, like, really, truly terrible things in his inventory? Chaos Edge is pretty weak at this point. Let's sort by power on Callus, because I have a feeling we are going to be forced to use Callus at some point, so it is actually worth upgrading him. Ah, why is it not doing what I want it to do? Okay, there we go. So what's our weakest attack? Chaos Edges. Makes sense. I was just talking about how they look weak. Alright, so let's just get rid of some of these semi-arbitrarily. Okay, we're gonna... Still don't know what's over to the left, but let's at least get the treasure first. Make decisions from here. The acquired Apocalypse Sword. Again, just sounds like a lot of strong upgrades for Callus coming in. So I have a very sneaking suspicion we're probably going to have to duel something with him. So let's get rid of his weaker cards, so that way we're not, like, super surprised. In fact, let me even just get rid of the other Chaos Edge and give him a camera, just in case he's forced in a solo fight. Not something I would put above this game at this point. So his gear's already just massively better at this point. Good. Wow, really? Really? Oh my gosh, this is so obnoxious. It's pick a path, but every time you guess wrong, you have to backtrack in the dungeon. It's so bad. I know, this is a terrible gimmick. So anyway, at least we improved Callus a bit more. If I get another revive, I'll give him another revive, but honestly, his healing is fine. Yeah, he is not leveled very much, so he could be in trouble if he's a solo fight, which I hope he's not. I hope it's a group fight. But I'm also worried it'd be like, you gotta accept the power of the whatever, and then he's gonna go fight a spiritual embodiment of the power, and it's gonna be a really annoying fight, because he has not been leveled a crazy amount since we reacquired him. Okay, the double healing replacement, actually super critical. I basically just got back to full health for free there. So it already paid off. Okay, I could get another super healing if I go further. Oh, I can make another sacred as well. Okay. I'll go for another sacred water. There we go. So we've slowly been acquiring some basic healing, which is fine. Let's make sure this guy dies. Oh, we drew no defense cards, that's rough. Well, good thing he healed earlier. Pass his turn. So we're gonna do basic revive. I'll worry about super heal later. Super heal is very optional to me at this point. Revives, if I have at least 2 to 3, I think I'll be okay. I don't think this is gonna do a lot of damage because of mixed elements there. So now I would like to heal our characters. Even if it's a small amount, it's kind of worth it to me. Big mug. This. Technically I have choices. Now, unfortunately, I drew no healing for Mizuti. He is kind of in danger right now. Oh, never mind, another character drew it. Perfect. Perfect, he just went up an insane amount of health. Okay, we're good. Go for Sorcerer's Seal since it's neutral damage. so our levels make this a lot easier. If I was 10 levels lower, it'd be difficult. If I wasn't leveling at all, every fight here would be extremely dangerous. I think I'll go for Sacred Water this time. So what is Kaitos' healing like? He's got 2 super self-heals and a good revive. So he's probably good. Savina is kind of whatever. Eventually I want to replace her green teas with that. Honestly, Sculpting Knife is kind of weak. Might just get rid of it for another revive. Seeing if Liud has anything worthwhile. Not really. He now is Ugly Duckling again. Let's give him another revive. Yeah, so I think they were eggs originally. Somehow not the worst dungeon in the game. Sadly true. Kind of annoying more than anything else. Alright, so we have multiple... So every character now has a revive, and a couple characters have super heal. And I have items that heal and give defense, or heal and give attack. I feel pretty good overall. In a good recovery position for every character. Thank you, Chris, for resubscribing. So I think no matter what team comp it gives us, it shouldn't be completely impossible, despite level gaps. Did Bug-like Instincts just mean he exploded on me? What the heck was that? I think he just died for that. Alright, so we're back at full health. I'm also just gonna heal myself. Apparently Bug-like Instinct is to go boom. And you can see we're drawing our second Sacred Water more often. So, feeling pretty good about surviving unexpected encounters. Since we have 2 characters with 2 revives. And all of our defense is just very strong at this point. 666 damage, nice. Gonna give the almighty headbutt. Oh, Spiral go, never mind. Robe of Mourning, cool. That's only something she can use. And it gives high status resistance, which is good. Anything that's kind of mediocre defensively. So this Spark Hat gives a lot of base defense. So maybe I want to get rid of one of our fire ones. I'm going to see if there's anything else that's kind of on the weaker side. Not really. Let's get rid of one of our weaker fires and substitute something with better base defense, so it's just more generically useful. And it resists sleep, which is an annoying status ailment, so check on that one. He acquired Air Slash. Okay. Again, it just feels like they're trying to gear me up before the big fight that he has to do. We'll get rid of... What's his next weakest? A lot of Rays of Light, which are pretty crappy. It also doesn't need a card to combo with, so it makes his hand a little less dead. It's kind of nice. Yeah. The important thing is he just has things that don't require combo. Which he does have a lot that requires combo, so adding stuff like Apocalypse Sword is kind of important. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's an item right there. Chaos Mail. Okay. Given this is going to be an armor for Callus. It's an armor for anybody. It also resists insta-kill. Given he's probably about to get into a fight, I'm gonna temporarily put it here. Just looking to see if he's got other kind of crappy defense items. I think so. Most of his defense is actually pretty solid. I could get rid of Sacred Helm and give it to another character if I wanted to. Guess I will, just to give elemental variety. Here you go, Liu. You can enjoy your, like, one piece of defense. Oh, wait, you have a Dark Helmet. I can't do that. I guess literally Dead Flowers is just better than Ray of Truth, so I'm actually just gonna do this. Sad but true statement. Are we looking XP-wise? Not too far off from most of the party. Zavina can probably get 10-ish levels now. So Callus is at level 40, so it's not terrible if we have to play as him. You will just be like 600 HP lower than other characters. So let's see, chat. How impossible is whatever this is that we're gonna fight? Rest of bring back animals to Kafed. I'm not even gonna try. We should be able to take one from here. Sure. Yeah, we don't want to kill it. Just want to take it, all right. Why did he say it like that? He's like, yes, I won't kill it. Oh, there's an item back here. Acquired Azure Sand. Okay. Interesting. Are any of these actually different? Oh, that answers that question. There is a different one. What am I stuck on? Come on. How do I get back here? No, I see the thing that's like on right near the chat box. How do I reach it? Annoying. What's Azure Sand? Okay. Huh? Nope. 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 Is it an accessory? Is it a class up item? Are you gonna give me a hit game like what I picked up? This would be very nice if the game categorized it a little better. I don't know how to tell what we found or where it is. Alice's class level to 6. So I could leave and come back, because that feels like the game is trying to tell me we're about to use a Callus combo system. Oh, there we go. That's how you get through here. Yeah, let's take him. Alright, in the fear that we're about to get into an awful battle here, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna save our game. I'm going to walk out of the dungeon and go use this upgrade before we go further. It just kind of makes sense. Like, honestly, like, I don't trust the game is not going to make us fight the spirit embodiment of some BS. I'm not going to put it past this game. Like, I am the soul of the End Magnus. In order to acquire my power, you must first defeat me, or some nonsense. I'm not dealing with that. Listen. Go upgrade real quick. Can't skip this. It's very important I witnessed that. So I could level Callus up further. I think I really want to. Alright, so we have 5 seconds to react to his stuff. He now has a combo max... Wait, combo max of 9? Wait, how does that work? Wait, are there cards that draw more cards? Wait, I'm confused. I only have 7 cards, but my combo is 9? How does that work? I mean, I'm going to test it, I guess, potentially. Not sure I'm following that. So we gotta add in 10 more cards, which we could do. Oh, wait, we do have another deluxe green tea. I guess I'll put it on Callus. Most of these items are kind of terrible. Do by attack descending. I don't want to give him more combo cards. Ooh, Chad, he has some abysmal options, Chad. This is not good. We have nothing to give him. Might have been a mistake. I've never seen a wall of items so desolate of value. So we might have to quote-unquote grind for more cards at some point. Forlorn woman. Before breaking barriers of leaping hurdles, one must humble themselves. Since this has happened, anything can be overcome. Whatever you say, game. I guess I'll use Endeavoring Woman because it's attack 40. But I'm really not liking our options here. I mean, I guess I could just burn healing items. Sweet Fish is a lot of healing. So he might be the party healer for a little bit until we could get better attack items. Because honestly, we just had a wall of nothing. Sculpting Knife is better than half of the things that were in there. Sadly. Somehow. I guess I'll add 2 Rays of Light just for more combo potential? I don't know. I'll quickly rest up to get rid of poison, and then we'll continue. I doubt she has anything in the shop at this point, but I'll check one more time. Basic Flame Sword, there you go. Ooh, we could buy Banana. Alright, let's get rid of our status ailments here. Okay, so at least if he has to 1v1, he has like 8 or 9 healing items. So I could just kind of out-tank some hits for a little bit. So ideally, I would probably want to get in 1 or 2 more fights just to give him more weapons. But hopefully we don't have a 1v1. If he's forced into the party for story purposes, like... Again, like we're fighting the End Magnus, and you know, maybe the party comes together to go fight it as it activates. That's okay. So we're gonna kill a couple enemies just in case we could get better cards. Since it seems like this area is pretty good for cards, as was the previous area we were in. So I basically just want level 5s and stuff like that. And a super defensive armor. So we already had a Siegfried. I guess I'll get rid of... What's our least defensive item? Probably the Shawl. I think that's an easy replacement. It's got almost 70 base defense. Yeah, that's just an easy upgrade for the party. We're gonna take 40 less just by using it, which I think is important. So again, like, I'm feeling pretty good about the main party survival. And at least, like, Liud and whatever her name is, Sabina, have some revive and healing capabilities. So if we need to keep Callus alive, it should be fine. Oh, I actually combo killed there. Nice. I guess if we do get a good combo, we'll kill. Oh, I could have formed another item there if I wanted to. Well, anyway, if they don't die here, then I'm just gonna go around the world and go create another super heal for Callus. Well, I have no reason to not go for the super heal now. Yeah, that did like no damage. That was worth. I'll take a photo of you. So let's get a super heal for Callus, so we'll use large mug plus... Oh, wait, I did it wrong. Never mind. I thought I had green tea. I misread what I had. Oh well, never mind. We'll just go for a kill then. Ooh, that was some good damage. You know what? We got the Afridi Saber, which is, you know what? Even if I made that combo, would not have mattered, because I would have taken that. Alright, so we're going to get rid of Ray of Truth, because that's our worst card, hands down. Another Super Fire Sword. Probably important that we pick that up. So this is why I'm doing this chat, just to get a couple more better attack items for Callus. It's the difference between us doing 40 with an attack and 170 something. Is kind of important. So if we could get like 1 or 2 more weapons, we're good, I think, in case we have to use them at the end of the game. Or potentially at this upcoming area, we'll find out. Yeah, so I could force out another revive item. I think at this point I super care, but I really think I'll not get anything. I'll go for it. Yeah, the damage we take is just very minimal at this point, which is good. Holy Grail plus Brew. But no matter what, we get a guaranteed upgrade. And I guess I just go for a kill here. We have enough healing on our tank character that I can kind of recover what happened earlier. Okay, we drew a bunch of green teas. Heal her up a little. Basically back to full health. And I guess we'll just end the fight if we can. But I'm not drawing the greatest cards here. Nice timing. Didn't quite kill. So yeah, our defense is looking really, really good across the board, outside of our spare characters, which are okay, as opposed to being terrible. Ooh, Water Blade. Oh, wait, it's a combo card? Never mind, I don't care about that at all. I thought it was 145 base attack and no other caveats. I don't really want to have Water Blade. Yeah, we already got one of those. I guess I'll get rid of one. Oh, he's already got 3 super heals. That's insane. I'll get rid of 1 apple for revive. So that way he can also revive the party. Things get bad. So again, feeling pretty good about our future survival odds. Minus solo fights with some of our ults. But we'll see how it goes. XP-wise... Alice will probably get there. Savina looks like she needs 1 more level and she could plus 10. I'm not feeling too bad. Alright, so what are we going to encounter in here? I see shiny item.
どこにあるんだそのゲオログじいちゃんが俺に残してくれたものっていうのは
So, where's this thing that Gramps left for me?
ああ、一体何なんだろうな。
Hey, Chocobo!
さんというのは
Hey, Chocobo's alive? How did he survive the airship? I would also like to know about my father's legacy.
ジャコモ
What? Why indeed, Blue Donna?
貴様生きてやがったのか
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
悪かったわね。そう簡単に。
Wait, we didn't kill any of the villains? What? Are you gonna tell me Geldablame is alive? If Geldablame's also alive, I'm gonna lose my mind. Why are there so many fake deaths in this game? Like, fooled you. You got pranked, bro. Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not that easy.
やられちゃうわけにはいかないのさ
To get rid of us.
お前たち
You.
久しぶりだな、カラス。
It's been a while, hasn't it, Callus?
こっちはゴルドバでの一戦以来、旗から様子を見させてもらっていた。
Well, I'm really glad I upgraded the defense of our main party, as well as the healing and revive totals of Callus. So no matter what, Callus is either going to be the party healer, revive, if he replaces somebody important, or the other characters are completely fine, because I have 4 revives in the main party, and Callus is holding 2 revives. and Liu's holding 2 revives. So there's actually technically 5 if we go with the ult party. So again, it could be worse. And we have super heals across a few of the characters, thanks to the deluxe green tea healing 1500 instead of 800, which is now relevant now that we're at 2000 plus health, so that's always good. Anyway, please let this be an illusion. I don't think it is, sadly. See, I thought we were going to touch the card, hallucinate, and we're going to fight an embodiment of the End Magnus so we can inherit its true power and become a completed being. I thought that's where the plot was going, but the game is like, nah. After a fight at Galdoba, we kept a low profile and watched the story unfold. Of course. Of course. I was watching the whole time, trust me. Go back and watch the stream. I'm like that little guy in the background always pranking you and watching you. Did they also find a tank? I guess. I mean, like, jet boot person surviving the crash makes sense, but I thought we just, like, straight up killed her versus, like, she crashed and died, but whatever. We weren't quite sure what was going on at first. You kept flying to and from different islands to get signatures. It was very weird, Callus. You have very strange priorities when the world is ending. To think we were tricked by a mere girl. I knew that the Emperor and Melodia were on good terms. But I never realized the girl was controlling the Emperor all along. What in the world is she? But keeping watch from Inue was a wise decision. Now we know the whereabouts of Larikush too. You've been following us. Yes, though not all the time. We had preparations to take care of. Georg and Larikush feigned their deaths perfectly 12 years ago. I believed you had all died in that explosion. Imagine my surprise when, nearly a decade later, I heard rumors there was an excellent engineer in Mira. Couldn't believe my ears when I heard the man had a grandson with only one wing. Told him to stop, but he was obsessed with making stuff. Love using his inventions to help people out. There's no end to his tinkering. He said us. My father, Georg, had a special talent. Did you notice, Callus? His gift was the ability to talk with objects. Why is any of this relevant? Why are we getting lore dumped so hard by the villain? I would like to point out this is now the 6th or 7th time we have gone back to our father's work in the plot. Can we stop revisiting these plot points? I'm tired of it. He's been dead a while. Unless you're telling me he's still alive, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need the plot recapped every half hour involving the father. Like, did you know he worked for the Empire? Did you know he made the Iron Beetle? Did you know he did the Warship? Did you know he did the Magus? Did you know, like, it just, like, game. Just There's got to be a more organic way to portray this information instead of revisiting this every conversation. At this point, he's probably still alive. Yeah, it's probably also true. This helped him when he was working for the Empire. He would modify the experimental Magnus, all the while discussing theories and results with it. Did you know he had something for you in the cabin of the Alps? I'm like, you mean the cabin that's up in the Alps? And my grandmother, Georg's mother. Why does he frame it like that? It's just like, we know, we're related to you. We know. The game has no faith in these familiar, like, nobody refers to like their relatives like this. This is so awkwardly written, chat. There's something in translation does not work here. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's our grandmother. It's our grandmother game, not my grandmother. But then you also don't have... And if you're going to say my grandmother, then you don't need to clarify if it's Georg's mother, because we already know Georg's relationship to him. It's been brought up so many times. Lost her way in the lava caves when she was young. As you know, one of the End Magnus was sealed there. Though Georg's mother didn't notice, the power of the evil god must have marked her. And Georg was born, the mark was passed on to him. Back then, Georg was totally obsessed with his experiments. They took precedence over everything else. It was almost as if he was possessed. Giacomo, I'm gonna be real with you, I don't care. Just none of this is now relevant to where we are now. Like, the other person's story, relevant because we learned there's something new that we're investigating. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his motive was. It just doesn't matter at this point. No one cares. Well, apparently, according to Giacomo, in retrospect, the power of the End Magnus may have been driving him. Chad, I would like you to know I'm getting so irritated with the plot. We know you killed him! This is like the 9th time this has come up! Stop telling me about this plot point! I don't care. I thought he was dead, so we don't have to revisit this every time we talk to Giacomo. It was literally the last thing we talked to him about. Stop bringing it up. I don't care. I'm just like, oh my gosh. If we have to, we literally watched the lab explosion in this session. Every 2 sessions that we have been we're talking about the lab explosion. Stop talking about it. Please move on to a new plot point. I beg of you. This is so insufferable. Oh my gosh, like the Tales of Fantasia characters were absolute idiot, or no, well, Fantasia, yes. The Tales of Eternia characters were idiots, but like even they didn't repeat plot points this often. Like this is just so tiresome. I don't have like the strength to hit this confirm button and repeat that. And then he perfectly faked the explosion. Did you know he got explosives to blow up the land? Did you know he went to Mira? Do you know that he went between the dimensions? Do you like just like I'm game. You really need to give me something else to read. I know Hell to Blame ordered us to be killed. We just got done not only a cutscene watching that happen, but then they told us this in this session. We don't need to keep seeing this over and over. We get it. It's fine. Your audience isn't that stupid. You could have trimmed at least one of these scenes. It doesn't add anything to the plot. Yes, I actually think the Eternia crew was less stupid than this. The plot was stupid, and they had stupid moments, but even they were not, like, going on and on about, like, one thing about gems, and, like, just going in endless circular discussions with this topic. He's saying he was simply infuriated. I'm infuriated. Can we move on? Like, we're talking about dead people here. Like, we thought this was behind us because we already thought you were dead. So I'm annoyed that we're still dealing with this. We're not having emotional trauma over this other than listening to this idiot recap the plot again for like the 8th time. Oh, man. The Blame had completely forgotten about the events of a decade ago, and it even has doubts as to whether Georg's experiments were valid. I would have wanted to bring Georg back to the Empire and have him renew his research. Oh well. Enough talk. I'm a fallen. We shall proceed. Just give the word. Ready when you are. I don't remember their gimmick because I didn't think they would be a recurring boss battle at this point. We fought them like 8 sessions ago or something wild. Like they had been dead for like 5 island trips at this point, right? Because we revisited every single location and went to the Ice Kingdom and we went to the Celestial Alps before these characters came up again. I'm just like, my brain is not remembering. One of them was really deadly. Was it Fallen or the girl? Like, we need to kill Giacomo, like, close to first, but not quite. I think it was Fallen. I think Fallen did more damage, if I remember correctly. Why is she wiggling? She's in a fighter stance, but game speed times 2, so it just looks like she's had too much caffeine. Kill the Flame is dementia, so true. Alright, so I think we have to kill Fallen first. Okay, our whole party's here. Take this. Uh-huh. Whoa. The great Mizuti hears something. That noise. We had to infiltrate a lab in Mintaka for these. Thought this might work on you, Callus. What's going on? Hypersonic isolation waves? Yeah, whatever you say. Whatever you say, game. I like Fallen just looks really drunk with double speed. The Guardian Spirit is made of a voice and power transferred from another world. A resonance field of isolation waves smothers the voice and negates the spirit's power. You're no longer protected by your guardian spirit's power. What? Are you okay, Callus? Hey, partner. Can you hear me, Clueless? I'm gonna say, are you okay? I had a feeling our choice didn't matter here. I no longer hear Clueless's voice. I don't have Clueless's strength anymore. Callus, we're not using you, so I don't think this really impacts us as much as the story's making it sound like it's important. Wow, she is in hyper time right now. You're a wreck, Callus. How much can you do on your own, huh? Even without the spirit's power, you should at least try your best to amuse us. Go on, maybe I'll give you an A for effort. Oh, he said a lot for let us begin. I heard Hajime, which I think is what is there in English, but I don't know what the rest of whatever he said was. Let us begin. We've wasted your time? Okay. Okay. You've wasted enough of our time, Callus. I'll finish you right here and now.
ぞカラス。
Say your prayers, boy. Oh, you did force us to play as this character, huh? Oh, I forgot to target. That's fine. We lost our tank, but that's fine. We have our main damage dealers here, so I'm not too worried. I'm gonna kill her, and then I'm gonna kill Middleman. Alright, so we have a lot of healing, and I have several revives already, so I'm feeling in a pretty good spot. Rough 'em up drink? There you go. She's blocking a lot. Ready for the learn Callus's combos. Wow, his attacks are so slow. It's a buff. Wow, that did no damage. That's actually kind of embarrassing. Like, unironically, that is just really embarrassing how little he did there. Get rid of Soul Flash. I'm just gonna tank it. Wow, that did so little damage. Oh, he's the one that's tanking up now. Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna bother blocking. No. I don't think it's worth my time, I'm gonna be real with you. You know it's bad, chat, where I'm just like, nah, that damage did not impress me. So I think they switched who's the tank and who's the damage dealer there, but I'm gonna commit to the kill at this point. Alright, so I have all my revives on her, so I should be able to deal with whatever happens. Yeah, I've literally, like, nothing but healing now. Let's use the broken meal to reduce some damage. That did, like, no damage. I just healed Callus. He's the only one that would realistically die to these attacks. I don't think I'm even gonna block with her. Like, this is actually so sad how much easier this was than the first time we fought in the other one. Like, were they scared that I would be, like, too weak? Like, why are these guys so easy? I thought I'd be taking, like, 1,000... Like, it did 97... Chad, it did 97. Like, come on. Like, only Callus will take damage at this point, which is whatever. Yeah, she just undid, like, 3 entire attack turns, by the way, in 1 heal. Like, that was not impressive from them. Anyway, this is in the bag. This battle's just a formality at this point, because they're not doing anything too crazy. And we're still pumping out decent damage every turn. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother withdrawing more defense. I have multiple revives stacked, just in case I get insta-killed. Yeah, that really didn't do enough to make me worry. And I drew another revive, because why not? Okay. So he can do up to a 9-card combo. I don't know why it said cards at hand 7, but I could still combo more. Oh, he's healing them now? Oh, that's kind of annoying. They tire themselves for repeating plot points. So this might do some real damage. No, not really. Guess I'll throw away my revives. I mean, they're not even doing anything. Yeah, like this is bad, chat. Like, I'm not even gonna bother. I'd rather just combo them next turn. Here we go. That did some damage, I guess. So I guess it just means, like, I have 7 in hand, but I could just draw into it, I guess. Just fine. So if I get a really good combo, I could just keep it going. Or I just draw nothing but heals. That actually really sucked. That actually, unironically, really sucked, because that killed her combo. Man. That was so sad, chat. I could have had, like, a super long combo there. She's almost dead, though. Again, I'm just not gonna block. I don't think I care. We have Kalos that can heal like 9 times. There's like no way I'm gonna die. I just don't believe. I don't really care what you're doing at all. Like, even in the slightest. We have too many combo finishers there, so I just gotta do what I can. So she's almost dead. So hopefully this kills her so we don't have to deal with her anymore. She drew a ton of healing on top of that. I did at least comboed a few 8s, so we should get something for that. And she's dead. Alright, so we drew like a million cards here. I'm just gonna heal him. Take a photo of ourselves. Yeah, we healed 3,000 health. I'm not really that worried, chat. I'll throw away lukewarm rice, I guess, for better combo potential. Okay. I'm gonna throw away my healing. Like, you know it's bad, chat, but I'm just like, yeah. I'm not even trying to use it anymore. I don't care. I'll also just heal whoever gets injured more here. Anyway. I drew all my defense cards. That's unfortunate. Although I meant to target the other character, but that's fine. Alright, let's try to get a combo going here. Oh, I almost got the combo out. I don't know why that didn't combo. Let's throw away some items so I can block better. Get rid of Aqua Blade. I'll use Callus to heal next turn, but it's looking really over. Oh, I'm out of cards with Zudi. That's unfortunate. Well, now it doesn't matter what I do here. Ooh, he is taking massive damage from me. I'm just gonna heal everybody. Get rid of our heals there. Just a casual, like, 3,000 plus heal. It's fine. Oh, we're almost out of defensive cards. That's unfortunate. Okay, I blocked a few strikes here. Just so his health maintains pretty high. But again, we're pretty much at full health again. So she's down to 2 cards she could draw. Which is fine. So that means I'm probably just gonna combo with what I have here. Still fine. I don't think I'm gonna bother drawing defense here. Really need to draw better combo cards. Okay, let's get rid of one of our combo finishers. Just so I have less of a dead hand. The Mizudi drew defense. We're doing some pretty serious damage every turn to these characters, so now we're out of cards with her. So I don't need to hold back at all here. I could figure out what their elemental weakness is, but honestly, I'm so high level, it just doesn't matter. Kind of sad. I'm sure they intended for this to be like this really big fight. It just absolutely doesn't matter in the slightest. Like, oh no, if they kill Callus. Like, oh no. Right, chat? Like, oh no, what a shame. They can block 1 attack, I guess. Since he's out of cards anyway. I'm gonna throw away these cards, because why not? I don't like that they're, like, still double turning Zella. That is actually kind of annoying. Yeah, Callus is probably dead here. Oh, and they ran out of cards. That's funny. He might live this? Probably not. Yeah, not really. That's not who I wanted to target. Why does it keep switching my target back to the middle guy? I have not once ever purposely targeted him, I would just like to state. That sucks. They're still doing good damage, but... I'm gonna heal her 1000 HP, so we're back in business. She's got a revive, so I'm not worried about Callus. But she's up an insane amount of HP. Throw away some defensive items, because I just need to remain tanky. I'll hold on to one here. So we need to get a kill here. So once it's down to one person, we should be fine. Which again, I feel like he would have... I feel like he would have died already if not for what we had earlier. His shorter target time actually screwed me there. That kind of sucks. The problem with, like, targeting is there's no really fast way to target the character to my left. I have to hit so many buttons for it. Kind of annoying. Hopefully that doesn't cost me. Throw away my items here. I'm gonna try to block so that he does some damage here. Please kill this character. Once he's dead, it's over. I'm not gonna, like, game over here, but I would like Callus to start healing. I can't do that if he gets hard focused. There we go. Yeah, we do no healing with her, so it's all up to Callus to heal himself at this point. We've already hit him a few times unintentionally, so he shouldn't be too far away from death. Alright, so he should be good now. Yeah, he literally went from almost dead to full health, so we should be fine now. And we drew our revive, which is the only thing I really care about at this point. And thanks to leveling Mizuti earlier, I'm not really worried about... Oh, that could kill us. Oh, no insta-death. Okay, no insta-death. I'll leave the mirror on her for now. So he's starting to do longer combos. Oh, I was hoping I was going to draw another heal. That might have been a bit presumptuous. Alright, let's put her out of kill range for now. Keep attacking with Callus. Also, chat, I would just like to state, I am so happy I went back. Oh, I didn't finish the combo? Oh, come on. Darn you melee character. It's when I have to move like 4 cards. That was not a lot of time to react. Oh well, we should have been able to get a big combo finisher there, but whatever. As long as he doesn't use insta-kill here, I'm not super worried. I'm gonna throw away his healing, actually. So I just think I want to go for damage now. Should be fine. Eight. Nothing but 8s, chat. It did some good damage. 4. I don't have any more 4s. I'm just gonna do random numbers. We ran out of cards here. Whatever. He's already crouched over dead, so we should be able to kill with Callus here. Oh, total-wise, we're looking fine. Oh, he actually died there. That's awkward.
と言いたいところだが。
You're doing well even without the spirit's aid, but well is not good enough. What do you mean? We kind of bodied you to the end.
所詮はこの程度か。お前もカラス。
Can't you do any better, Callus? The arg, and then we fall over with our eyes open. Callus!
貴様もゲオルグとフィーのところへ行け。
Give my regards to Georg and Fee.
フィー。
Oh, that was kind of an awkward cut. Well, I did make Deluxe green tea mid-battle, which was very disrespectful, I'd like to state. I guess we'll take Giacomo's thing. Has an important connection to Callus? Why doesn't it update? Whatever. I guess maybe you fight them 3 times to get all 3 different photos. Maybe that's what the thought process was. Like, technically, it's Giacomo times 3. I don't know. I'll just take Giacomo again. I don't think it matters. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna disrespect him and take Amy. That feels disrespectful.
フィー、大丈夫か。しっかりしろ。しっかりしろ。
Fee, talk to me. Come on, hang in there.
真っ暗だ。怖い。怖いよ。どこ？カラス兄ちゃん。
It's so dark. I'm scared. Callus, where are you?
俺はここだ。ここにいるぞ。大丈夫だ。大丈夫だからフィー。
Fee, I'm right here. You'll be alright. I'm with you, Fee.
こんな傷すぐに治る。治してやるから。約束したろ。一緒に海を探すって。
It's just a scratch. It'll heal in no time. We made a promise, remember? We're gonna go find the ocean together.
クジラに聞きたいことがあるんだろ。
You've got a ton of things you want to ask that whale, right?
カラス兄ちゃん。ごめんね。約束守れそうにないや。
Alice, I'm sorry. I don't think I could keep my promise.
カラス兄ちゃんは僕の分もいっぱい。
Find the ocean. Find the whale for me.
フィー、ダメだ。行くな。どこにも行くな。
Fee, you gotta fight this. Don't go.
頼む。俺を置いてかないでくれ。一人にしないでくれ。
Please, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone.
フィー。フィー。
Fee? Fee?
フィー。
Fee!
フィー。俺もダメみたいだ。もう。
Fee, I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it.
カラス？
Callus?
大丈夫かカラス。
Are you alright, Callus?
思い出した。
Loves putting the dialogue in awkward spots. Ugh, I remember now.
フィーが、あの夜フィーが、俺の命を救ってくれたんだ。
It was Fee. He saved my life that night.
カラス？
Alice? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The sped up walk into the gut punch was very unintentionally funny. Bonk! Callus!
どうやら自分が何者なのか、ようやく悟ったようだな。
And then look at, why is this cape like angled upwards? I don't think they thought about the physics properly there. Like, oh, there's just a constant updraft right near the rear of the cape thing that keeps it floating up in the air like that. At least you realized what you were meant to. Oh, excuse me. At last you realized what you were meant to be.
俺も初めは何が起こっているのかわからなかった
At first, I couldn't understand what had happened.
何しろお前は2年前のあの夜確かに死んでいたはずだったのだからな
I was sure you must have died that night 2 years ago.
だが事態が進むにつれある推測が形を成してゆき最後には確信した
Yet, as events unfolded, an inspiration became a theory, and a theory became an obsession.
お前の中にフィーが神の子がいるとな
That your brother, Fee, the divine child, lives within you.
2年前のあの夜フィーはお前に命を与えた
On that night 2 years ago, Fee gave you his life,
お前はフィーのマグナスを吸収した
allowing you to absorb his Magnus.
フィー俺もダメみたいだ
It-
もう
Am I suffering a stroke? Why are we watching literally the same cutscene again? Who did the pacing? Who storyboarded this? I want to know, chat. I want names. We just saw this. What are you possibly going to show that you couldn't have just continued showing? It was 2 minutes ago. Stop it.
This one is special.
This is the kind of stuff that makes me mad in Baten Kaitos. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And they're like, yes, why are they pretending like this is a big revelation? Didn't we talk about this like 5 sessions ago that we were Fee? Am I like smoking something? I thought this was like a known plot point forever ago. Like, we weren't sure at the time of like the Empire battle, but we were confirmed that in the Ice Kingdom, I thought. Because it's the only thing that made sense, question mark. I really hope this is not a revelation to the characters here, because it really shouldn't. And they even, the worst part is, chat, I know it's been a while, but we also saw this cutscene already. I promise you we saw this cutscene. We didn't see the you know, the Happy Light Show portion of it, but we saw this earlier. That was like 2 sessions ago. Oh my gosh, game, you really need to move on to another plot point. I'm so tired of seeing this scene. I feel emotion on it, and it's angry. Not at the characters, but at the writing. Like, could you stop? Like, oh my gosh, stop showing me the scene. Yes, we just saw this. Move on. Yes, you just showed us this. Why did you show us this? Again.
フィーのマグナスが俺を生かしてくれたんだ
That was such a pointless cutscene. Chad, I think we need a round of applause. This is actually just the biggest waste of time. Can we at least kill Giacomo so we don't have to fight him for like a 4th time for no reason? Please, so we can stop having this plot? Can we move on to like actual endgame content, please? These Magnus gave me life. To play it again, I feel like it will. Unironically, it's just gonna flash back to him like waking up and going, where am I? Who am I? And then it cuts away again, and it will do nothing to the plot that we don't already know. I'm not putting it above this game at this point. I feel like we are going to go back to that cutscene again. I'm so annoyed right now.
ゲオル軍亡き後カラスお前だけが命のマグナスの残された唯一の鍵だ
Next revelation, Giacomo is related to us. I mean, like it kept going like, oh yes, George's father, who is also your grandfather. I feel like they were like re-explaining in case you forgot, even though that's the only thing you've ever talked to him about, or relationships between these characters. I don't think we've had a single conversation outside of Georg at this point with Giacomo. I think that has dominated 90% of the dialogue so far in this game. Other than us shouting, Giacomo! Oh, you're still alive. That's the only other lines we've really shared with him. This is so obnoxious. Now that Georg is dead, there's only one key remaining to opening the door to the Magnus of life. It's you, Callus.
だが 今となってはもうどうでもいい。
But all this is no longer important to me. Thank you. Please move on. Please.
究極の命のマグナスも神の子も
You and me both, Giacomo, on this one. I have no interest in the Magnus of life or the divine child.
フィーの物語は終わった。
The story is now over. Oh, please promise. No take backs. No take backs. You can't flash back to Fee anymore. It's over. The game has declared it. No. It better be over. Do not flashback me again. I'm gonna lose it. I will actually pause the stream if you flashback one more time to Fee. I'm gonna lose it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare flashback to Fee or think about how Fee gave you strength. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Ah!
ジャコモ、貴様、じいちゃんの飛翔機を。
Giacomo, you destroyed Gramps' winglet. Oh, that's what that was? Okay, that makes sense. It's one of those things we've only seen it once or twice, and honestly, it's been a while.
ジャコモ、
You.
貴様。
親父は死んだ。皇帝ももういない。
Why does he keep talking like this? My father, Georg, is dead. Blah, my Georg's mother, my grandmother. Why do they keep announcing relationships like this? Nobody talks like this. My father, Georg, is dead. So is the emperor.
貴様が死に、ダリクシも死ねば、それで全てが終わる。
When you and Larakush die, everything will be over. Yes, everything.
死ね、カラス。
Time to die, Callus. What? Okay, so you're gonna make me sit through 5 repeated cutscenes and then you pull this absolute BS as to how we don't lose the fight that we were winning by saying this wing just had superpowers this whole time and is laid dormant during the entirety of the plot leading up to here? Okay. I'm so checked out, chat. Like this. Like, I went to the self-checkout line, I carried the 3 items of plot, I left. My mind is just like, you know what, you want to add more? Sure. Sure, game. What is even happening? We arged, though. Callus! Why are we all just standing here and not fighting? I agree, Callus. ... indeed.
終わったな。
It's over. Huh?
これは、じいちゃんの。
It's a winglet. Gramps?
そいつが親父の。
What? So the thing that Gramps left him was a winglet, which he shouldn't technically need because he was already given a winglet? Oh, chat, this is like super dense plot. Just, I am not following this logic at all. But, like, that had to be a winglet because he destroyed it. But, like, why would Gramps think we need a second winglet if we only, okay.
俺に残してくれた遺産。
Is this what he left for me?
イエーイカタハネ出来損ないのハンタマン
Chat, I'm gonna lose it. We're really flashbacking to him being bullied for being one wing. Game, we don't need context. We don't need we really don't need the context. We've been told this literally like every 20 minutes. I don't need a flashback to his childhood and him being bullied for one wing. I don't need it. Why wouldn't he have just left like the wing designs with Larakush? Why did he specifically have to leave it in a place that's really inconvenient for Callus to get back to? If he had damaged his wing, he wouldn't be able to go there easily. I'm not following this. It's just like, wouldn't you want to put the designs with somebody else that would be able to do it? Like, my brain hurts. Gramps took after Batman in multiple contingencies? Apparently. Show us fee, it really is. Oh, so we acknowledge Core Hydra is a thing. Why don't you go join the other freaks in Core Hydra? Oh, so that wasn't... Okay. I kind of thought that's what the supervillains of the story basically created. I realized it's just been in existence there. Why was it in... Okay, well, why was that in existence there for so long then? And nobody had problems with it. Now I'm not following a completely different plot tangent. Wait, so they just had this super fortress this whole time? And nobody stood up to it? From the Emperor's side? Okay. Now I have Kid Callus portrait in the bottom left. Gramps, everyone keeps calling me One Wing. He is there, Chad. I'm so disappointed right now. Gramps, why do I only have one wing?
カラス、そんなことは気にするでないぞ。
Callus, don't be so worried about that.
翼のあるものが偉いと決まったわけではない。
Whenever said that having wings makes one superior.
翼を持つ者が古い種で、持たぬ者の方が新たな進化した種だという可能性もある。
Perhaps those without wings are the next step in evolution, and those with wings are obsolete. Jorg, you really took a blow to the head or something after you left the lab.
もしそうだったら、お前の方が連中より一歩進んだ命だということになる。
This is true. Means you're one big step ahead of them, which is ahead of me because I keep touching my knife or something. What am I even doing? I guess I'm repairing something, even though my hands are past the thing? I don't know what I'm meant to be doing here. Honestly, I feel like my hands are on the other side of the object I should have been working on. Don't really get my hand motions. Don't think about it too much. It's not what I asked about. Why only one?
そいつは難しい質問だな。
He's going a tad blind at his old age. Like, can you imagine you're working on something, you're putting your hands on the opposite side of what you're working on? That just seems really awkward. Like, why wouldn't you just spin what you're working on so you don't need to do that? Difficult question, I'd say. Apparently.
いいか、カラス。そもそも心の翼というのはな。
The wings of the heart are the visual manifestation of the energy, willpower, and aura that any person has. Oh, we have no aura.
心の働きが大きな役割を果たしておるのだ。
They're strongly affected by an individual's motions. Also, why are we having this talk now about what the wings are? Like 40-something hours into the game's plot. Like, wouldn't this have been more relevant to establish the setting and lore of what the wings do? Why are we now talking about this?
心が関係する以上は脳の仕組みが強く影響を及ぼすことになる。
As emotions are involved, so is the mind.
つまりは右脳と左脳のそれぞれの発する電気信号が
He's really explaining brains to us. That is to say, the electrical signals from the left and right hemispheres.
そんなこと言われてもわけわからないよ、じいちゃん。
I have no idea what you're talking about, Gramps.
カラス兄ちゃんいいじゃないか。翼が片っぽしかなくったって。
Hey, Callus. It's okay to only have one wing.
カラス兄ちゃんはカラス兄ちゃんなんだから。
You're my big brother either way.
僕なんか両方とも翼がなくったってへっちゃらだよ。
I don't have any wings, but I don't even care.
そりゃ、お前はそれでいいのかもしれないけど。
Well, I do care.
心配するな、カラス。
Don't worry, Callus.
わしが腕によりをかけてお前のかけた翼を作ってやるから。
I'll do my utmost to make you a wing. Yeah, we know this. We have it.
時が経つにつれ、お前と一緒に成長するような素晴らしい翼をな。
A wonderful wing that will grow as you do. I like how he's holding it in the air. His hands are like sliding under it repeatedly, and it basically got lifted like it's on a string. Feel like he's performing a magic trick where he's like, watch the metal ring pass by. Look how the object still floats. Like, it looks like that kind of thing is happening there. That does not look natural. Oh my gosh.
それとな、いつかお前が恐ろしい戦いの渦に巻き込まれた時。
Oh man, we're having a flashback telling us about wings, chat. Baten Kaitos has decided to take the slowest route through the plot for whatever reason. Callus, I also intend to make you another wing, which you probably should have remembered. I don't know why it would now be important to flash back to the fact that I made the wing, given you already now know the wing exists and you're not trying to guess what it is. There's really no point to this cutscene. It doesn't really add anything to the plot so far.
その時、お前の力となる真の翼を残しておいてやろう。
One that will help you should you be caught up in a fierce struggle. But instead of putting it in a convenient place like our home, I'll put it in the Alps that are nowhere near the place that we live in. Yes.
それがわしがお前にしてやれるせめてもの贖罪だ。許せ、カラス。
That is the least I could do to help to redeem what I've done to you. Forgive me, Callus.
じいちゃん
Gramps.
Giacomo フィーの物語は終わったと言ったな
Oh no, please don't tell me his story is just beginning. Callus, I can't hit Callus. If we go back to Fee's story again, I'm gonna turn off the stream. Please do not go back to Fee's story again. I beg of you. Please stop talking about Fee. I don't care. Giacomo, said Fee's story was over. Giacomo ...
終わらせないまだ終わらせないぞ
Won't let that happen.
俺が生きている限りフィーの物語は終わらせはしない
As long as I live, Fee's story will never die. Oh, another battle. Hello. What? Surprise battle, chat, apparently. I'm assuming it healed us. I just kind of reacted because suddenly it throws me into combat. Kind of ungracefully, I'd like to state. At least I have some revives, so I should be good. I'm just gonna kill Giacomo first, then. Kind of tired of him. Ooh, we drew kind of terrible there. I could have had a long combo. We just don't have enough weapons. Green blade him real quick. I'm gonna burn all my defensive items just so I can attack more. Not that I actually care about dying. There we go. We got a good combo now. Oh, that did 81 damage total. He's so done. He's done, chat. Listen. Throw away our defense here. I'm gonna throw away a revive. I'm gonna throw away my other revive. Should be good. Yo, am I gonna get a turn, or...? I threw away some healing, because I kind of don't want to heal with Callus at this point. Am I not gonna get a turn? Am I getting, like, quadra-turn on these characters? How slow would the tanks go? Would they just get triple turn? This is insane, chat. I had one combo, and they all went twice. Actually insane. Oh, I drew such a bad hand there. That was super dead. Well, it's gonna keep attempting to do damage, I guess. Oh, speaking of super dead hand, that was also a super dead hand. Holy. Well, I guess next turn's gonna be revive items. I'm gonna have Callus heal himself just to get the items out of my way. Okay. I'm gonna just do a couple of minor defensive items. I guess I could throw away Ray of Light, because that's also kind of a crappy defense item / attack item. Throw away Gladius just because. Oh, am I gonna get a turn, or... I'm gonna throw away my healing so I can attack. Wow, I'm getting out-turned so hard right now, chat. This is actually kind of wild. Alright, Mizuti's back at full health. I would like to attack, please. Would like to be given permission to play the game. Let's burn one of our combos here. Oh, I was trying to get to the other card that activated. That's so sad. It's too slow there. So I guess Fee is what's been giving us the super power-up cards every now and then. I don't think I really thought about it until now. So that's why Callus was able to get the super card there that unfortunately I couldn't move to in time, since we were in double speed. They gave me less reaction time between attacks. So he's looking kind of dead. I think next combo will kill. And we'll kill Fallen, because he does the most damage after that. Yeah, so he's dead. Throw away a revive and a heal. I think I'm just gonna keep attacking. I'm just gonna go for a basic finisher here. We had a lot of conflicting elements there, so I feel like adding more would just make it worse. Oh, she took actually literally almost nothing. I went 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that didn't do enough damage. That's unfortunate. I tried being cute there. I didn't like it. Or it could just been resist the element. Honestly, I don't think it matters at this point. So they've already lost their primary damage dealers, so they're kind of in trouble. I'm gonna prefer not to use any more cards because I can only draw 2 more. Yeah, that did like actually nothing. Oh, it's too slow on menuing. That's kind of rough though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to get used to how fast you have to react with him now. Like 5-second reaction time when you're trying to look at your card with a brand new hand kind of sucks. I don't really like that mechanic. Like, meanwhile there, I had like 3+ seconds to choose her spell, but the melee, it's like 1 second. So trying to go like 4 cards over is super rough. It's not like I can really rearrange my hand at all, so I'm just kind of at the mercy of whatever it gives me. Oh, I'll reset my hand here, this is fun. I thought about holding it for one more turn, but it's fine. Oh man, they just keep blocking, huh? Yeah, we're gonna use up all of our heals, which is good. Hell should be fine. We can heal everybody else next time. I'll just take the hits. Like, again, we're too leveled for this to matter. And I don't think I did, like, really crazy grinding either. Like, we had a couple opportunities where I'm just specifically trying to get an item. Like the constellations, and then, like, we did a couple of fights in the lava caves. which would give me like a level or two. Because we were trying to get people from like 8 to 9, but we're also playing with characters that aren't even leveled that much, like Alice. He just has the class upgrade, which is broken. Really? She has a heal now? Really? Come on. Not wasting our time. Just perish. Right, chat? Roll your eyes. Like, stop healing. Everybody shuffling. Ugh. They really want to make sure you get these photos, I guess. Please perish. So I can get another revive item here if I want to. He's just straight up blocking every attack. Okay, he's down. The battle is now over. The game is just gonna waste our time, though. I'm not even gonna bother blocking anymore. That's how over this is. I'm not blocking. No, I don't care. Time for some big damage, chat. Ooh, we finally got the other ability to activate. Yeah, that did decent damage. And again, we had conflicting elements in there and I did that much, so we could probably do a couple thousand easy. We could get better cards. I mean, there's nothing she could do at this point unless she gains some new super crazy attack. It's gonna burn her healing. Oh, now I draw my camera. Whatever. Let's do fire guard for the most part here. Okay, lingering time. That could be fun, just to showcase it. It seems like every combo is now activating a finisher. I guess we did well with our powers. Not gonna lie, it really sucks that we drew defense and finishers there. But hey, at least we know in the future. The next class rank up should make that a bit less dead. So we'll take a photo of her. It's unfortunate we didn't get a photo of anybody else. It is what it is. I can even disrespect them by getting deluxe T on the finisher. She is actually dead. Oh, that's awkward. I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is like the longest tangent. We did like 2 boss battles back to back, and it was just the same fight, and nothing changed. Like, why did we have to do that? It's over. It's all over. I wish. You will never shut up. We'll be here for like 20 more minutes. Amy, Folan, you all right? Yeah, Giacomo. Barely. Good. Oh man, this is like a plot train wreck. So, are you telling me the person that has been hating on me the entire game, who hates us so much that he fought us twice in a row, is now going to side with us? Okay. I mean, like, I know you want to hit all the checks on, like, the RPG checklist of tropes where bad guy turns over a new leaf. This is so unearned. This is incredibly unearned. I agree, Blue Donna. Why indeed? You two should join forces with Callus. Help them in any way you can. If they ask why, I'm with them. Because this is stupid.
もう帝国もなくゲルドブレインもいない。
Yes! Nothing changed between you fighting us the first time and you losing the second time. Yes! I don't understand why you fought if this is where you're going with this. It's so stupid. Like, I just don't get... His character motive just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I think I see what they were trying to do, but it just did not... They did not execute that correctly. Hearing my father is also dead, so true. The Empire is gone, and Gelderblame is dead.
この世界を奴らの好き勝手にさせるな。
Well, we would have been just fine if you didn't attack us out of nowhere. We thought you were dead. You would have had the easiest pass to come in and say, I witnessed these things and I don't agree with you. I will take revenge for the Emperor. Wouldn't that have been more of a solid motive at this point? That he teams up with Callus because he hates the other woman so much for betraying what he believed as the Empire? Wouldn't that have made such a much better motive for him so that way he never truly forgives us? This is so dumb. Just like, this scene does not work with what just happened. I'm sorry.
分かったよ。ジャコモ。だからもう。
Okay, Giacomo. Now stop it.
ジャコモ死んじゃダメだ。
Giacomo, don't die on us. Well, this is self-caused. This is self-inflicted. None of this had to happen. No one forced you to fight us. We didn't want to fight you. You're an idiot. I don't know what to tell you. No self-preservation skills at all.
カラス奴らをミローディアを止めるんだ。
That's what we were doing, and you saw us do it by your own admission, so why would you stop us? If that's what you wanted us to do now. It's like, you literally just took 40 minutes of our life away with this pointless battle. There's no like big weight or gravitas to this moment. I thought he was dead, so the fact that he's alive already kind of irks me. And then they're gonna try to play up this big death scene again? You don't get a second take. No. Yeah, his take was, I hate you so much, I'm gonna go down with this ship, and everybody dies. What is this like? It's so wild. Watch him not actually die again. I hope he dies. This is so stupid. Callus, stop them. Stop Melodia.
分かった。約束するよ、ジャコモ。
I will. I promise you, Giacomo. Yeah, I promise you we're taking a break. The moment I get to a save point, I can't handle any more plot chat. I'm at the plot threshold. I was in a good-ish mood when we started. I'm in such a bad mood with this plot right now.
ミローディアは俺たちがきっとなんとかする。
We'll take care of Melodia.
長かったようで短かったな。
Life is long when you live it, but oh so short when you look back.
あばよ。カラス。
Farewell, Callus.
ジャコモ。ジャコモ。
Giacomo, chat. Man, this would be a really sad scene if he didn't just waste our time and attack us for no reason. And he also is responsible for the death of people we care about. Right? Just like did they really think I was gonna care, that I would care or feel invested in his second death? Like, whoever storyboarded this, just fire them. I hope they're not working on whatever the prequel game is that we haven't gotten to yet. I really hope they switch writing staff or something. Well, we took many images of Giacomo, so I guess I'll take an image of Giacomo here. I guess. Cast light upon the darkened earth. Save those lost in despair. If you don't let me get this item and you plot teleport me back to the main kingdom, I'm gonna be so mad. You might hear a desk slam, chat. It's getting to this point. You better let me get that item. I swear, if you make me walk through this dungeon to get one item, I'm gonna lose it. Even more so than up to this point. You better let me grab this item when this cutscene is over, and then you can teleport me or whatever.
一人夜の底を行く我らを海よいざないたまえ
Mighty ocean, guide us as we journey through the darkest pit of night. Okay, I think he's actually dead for real this time.
行くのか
You leaving?
ああ
Yeah.
ジャコモはああ言ったけど
I know Giacomo told us to join
や
you.
っぱりさっきの今ではいお友達って手をつなぐわけにもいかないだろ
That doesn't mean we could just forget the past and be all chummy now, does it?
それに私はカラスにとっちゃ依然あのジジイや弟の敵なわけだしね
And to Callus, I'll always be a foe, one who killed his grandfather and brother.
私とフロンもアザーの出でね
Both Fallen and I are from Aza village.
二人とも孤児でゲルドブレームに金で買われたん
We
です
were orphan. I don't care about your backstory. Listen, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I wrote you off as dead a long time ago. I just like, this is too late for me to care. Your opportunity was up front to show like the conflict of duty versus you know, doing the right thing. That ship sailed. You needed to do that like 25 hours ago.
ゲオルグの実験のモルモットとして
Gelderblane bought us as guinea pigs for Georg's experiment. Oh my god, are we... Stop! Shut up! Stop talking about Georg's experiments! We know! There's like 5 people that have told us this! Shut up! I'm so tired of this. Stop talking about this. It doesn't matter. Listen, unless you are specifically now about to go help us, I don't care. Georg, who is dead, who you killed, who is our father, that you constantly remind us every other line of dialogue, we know. We were explicitly told an hour ago, which is mostly just due to how annoyingly long these cutscenes are. This information, this isn't new. We didn't ask you about this. I don't care. Move on. I feel like that one infamous clip of like the aggressive attorney where he goes asked and answered. Irrelevant, move on. I feel like that person right now. I'm just like, just stop it. I don't need you to keep repeating the same plot points. Like, I don't want to hear Fallen now tell us that, oh yes, we were also experiments. Like, I didn't ask. I'm telling you, I didn't ask. It's so bad. Thankfully, Fallen ... so it doesn't add anything to the repeat of the plot we just literally just sat through for the last 3 hours.
お前がどう思うと知ったこっちゃないが
Callus, I don't know or care what you think. That's great. I don't care what you know or think either, because unless you are explicitly getting us into this fortress, I don't care, and this entire cutscene was irrelevant.
こっちはあのジジイに死んでもらってせいせいしてるよ
But the two of us, we're happy Georg's gone. You know what? I thought they were gonna stop mentioning Georg because we've had literally old man flashback number 12 in this game's plot, but no, we're just gonna keep talking about Georg being dead like every 5 minutes. Callus ...
じゃあね
Anyway, see you around. I really don't want to see them again.
お願い無茶はしないで
Please, don't try anything reckless. Wow, that was...
それじゃあ俺たちも引き上げるとしようか
Wow, that really did not lead us any closer to creating or repairing a divine artifact. I'm glad we came over here and did this, question mark. What a tangential plot point to the main plot. Glad this is so far not gone anywhere. Did we get going too? No. I acquired chaotic illusion. Don't you dare. Mmm.
皆さん
You're really gonna make me walk back through that dungeon again, huh? You're really gonna make me go all the way back for that one item? Of course you are. I hate this so much. Oh my gosh. This game is broken me, chat. I need like 30 seconds of mental recover. It's just like it's just like irritation after irritation with this plot. All they had to do was give me free control, grab the item, and trigger the plot cutscene. Do they really need me to go back through like a five room dungeon and then walk back another 5 rooms when there's no hurry because what we did was not relevant to what we were doing at all? I don't see how this winglet helps us with the main plot element of stopping the bad guys. We just kind of did it because someone asked for us, and then it went nowhere. And then we learned the people that were alive, or we thought were dead, were alive, but then they walked away from us, so it doesn't seem like they want to help us. So essentially no progress was made, and we just ended up with yet another winglet when we already had a winglet. Like, is that my takeaway in the plot of what just happened over the past hour and 40 minutes? We just went to a place and we got a thing that we already had, but doesn't really seem any different than the one we had before. Other than allegedly it grows with us, whatever that means, without demonstrating how that actually changes anything. Insane. Welcome back, everyone. Any news of Korhydre Castle? No. The enemy is yet to make a move. Ridiculous. As for penetrating their shield, I'm afraid there isn't much we can do. Really? Various reports have come in from each nation, however, that may be of interest. Ask Katran for details. I'm not doing that. Listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk to the guard that's like immediately to the left down the stairs to see if he wants to give us an item. And then I'm gonna go back to the other dungeon and then we're pausing. Because I'm gonna forget we didn't go back to that one area if we have to wait like a week or two just to pick up one treasure item. We'll figure out how many NPCs want to give us additional side quests. I imagine it'll be kind of like Final Fantasy X in a sense, where everybody gets their super weapon, where everybody's about to get a super card and possibly their class level up before we go to Korhydre. I'm assuming that's what is about to happen. So before we do any of that, I'm going to get rid of the stuff that I remember so I could just delete it from the list of things to do. I'm right here. Feel free to ask me anything. Chad, I held down on the control stick. I was like, I actually don't want to talk to her. I actually don't. We have all sorts of news from all over the world. Cool, thanks. Can I go back and get my item, please? Strange things have been happening ever since Korhydre Castle appeared. What would you like to hear about? Nothing. You are really gonna make me select all of these options, huh? We're really gonna go through every single one of these. Can I come back and do this later? I'll ask about Sandal Sun because it's on the top of the list. Please do not make me select all these options. This is like the most awful dialogue tree I've seen in a while. Please don't.
I hate it.
I love the item is on cooldown. It's been painful. It's so painful. Well, there hasn't been much news from Sandal Sun, actually. You really sat here and you told me I have to ask about things, and you honestly seriously wrote a dialogue option that the very first one is that there's nothing to report. Am I
This one is special.
I'm going into hysterics, chat. Then why are they wasting my time? Why is that an option? Why would you put it as the first thing if there's nothing new to report? Why did you even include it? You didn't have to do any of this. Oh my gosh. Game, I can't handle this. This is so terrible. Please just like have mercy with these pointless dialogue options. It's so painful.
伝説の川
Oh my gosh.
これもコルヒドライの影響かもね。
You can't make this up.
No mercy!
You cannot make this up. This is like so terrible. This is so bad. Why would they even put this in here? The past 2 hours have been like circular comments, and we're witnessing verbatim the same cutscenes. Sometimes they replay the cutscene. You know, you're gonna watch like 90% of the same content and then immediately just add like 5 seconds, which doesn't really change anything that you know about or have assumed. You give me that golden piece of dialogue right there. They say the legendary master of the river has been spotted near Jashira. This appearance could be due to the emergence of Core Hydre.
何百年も昔の漁師さんの武器が刺さったままなんだってさ。
Okay, having played Final Fantasy X before, my assumption that we're about to go get our ultimate weapons is correct. So we could go back to each of their starting villages and go get their items. Cool, whatever. Right, chat? Like, it's okay. I figured that out. We knew. The call out was so real, chat. The call out was so real right there. Master of the river, with a fisherman's weapon. Must be the lord of the greater celestial river. Yeah, whatever. Last time anyone set eyes on it was over 100 years ago. I'm okay with getting a Gabari upgrade. Oh man, we're really gonna force me to go through these.
そうそう。ねえ姫様、あのエネのどこかに古い禁断の魔導書があるらしいんですよ。
Ah, yes, your majesty. Heard there's an old forbidden book of magic somewhere here in Anue Nue. Yeah, we were looking for that before.
それがあればきっと姫様の役に立つと思って私たちあちこち探したんですけど
We thought it might be helpful and looked all over the place.
全然見つからないんですよ。
But we couldn't find it.
禁断の魔導書か。
I was gonna say, you got Zella's attention. So basically what I'm hearing is we should probably just go finish our thing in Anue Nue for Forbidden Book of Magic to make Zella stronger. Then we go back to Wazin in order to get our other compatriot who we actually play as stronger. And then we could probably get Gabari's third. I don't think Gabari getting an upgrade really matters, to be honest with you.
そうね。もし見つけることができたらコルヒドライでもきっと役に立つわ。
I see. We could find it. It might prove useful when we attack Core Hydre Castle. Ask about Mira.
魂の道にゴルドバそっくりの幽霊戦艦が出るっていう噂があるの。
There's a rumor that a phantom ship similar to Battleship Goldoba is floating through the Trail of Souls.
なんでもそこから亡霊の鳴き声が聞こえてくるんだって。うわー、怖いよ。
We'll ignore Sil, whatever, and Lude. Well, it's so true. Yeah, I think, what is it, Savannah? Silvana? I don't remember if there's an L in her name or not. I honestly don't remember. I feel like calling her Savannah, but I know that's not correct. People say they've heard ghosts crying out from within. Gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. What makes it even more spooky is that the ghosts are calling out a name.
しかもね、その声、リュウドって呼んでるとか。
Well, I have no reason to go do that unless I just want to see content, because I don't care about Lude, chat.
僕をそんなまさか。
Ghosts? Calling me? What could that all be about? Alphard Empire.
砂漠の村の人たちがモンスターに包囲されて孤立してるの。
Villagers in the desert there have been surrounded by hideous monsters. No, that's just lewd. We tell him not to smile. It keeps scaring the children.
救援を出したいんだけど、どこも手一杯でどうしようもないんだ。
We'd like to send additional help to their village. We have our hands full with other things right now.
今のところは兵糧部隊の人たちが守ってくれてるから安心なんだけど。
Currently, the Mad Wolf unit is protecting the village. Nothing bad has happened so far.
アズダーたちが
Asdar and his men. Thanks. Like about Wazin.
お城も町も大丈夫ですよ、姫様。特に変わりはないです。
Both our castle and town are all right, your majesty. Nothing much has happened back home. Wow. 2 pointless dialogue options. Cool. How about the children of the earth?
そうそう、土の民さんたちがまだ何人か電雲の下に残ってるんだよ。
I feel like chat will have a field day with the clips on this stream because I'm so done with it. The exasperation of this plot going in endless circles is driving me wild. Hopefully now we will stop bringing up Georg's experiments and the fact that Fee is the divine child and explaining what divine child is. I hope we move past this point so we can please at least talk about finding the super weapons or just anything about how to breach the shield. Just want to keep moving forward with the plot. I feel like Gelda blames. You know what? I feel like we're gonna re-kill Gelda blame at this point. I'm calling it. Because apparently villains just can't die in this series for some reason. Oh yes, some of the children of the earth are still beneath the toxic clouds.
大カムロさんとクラムリさん、あ、それとキっていう男の子も。
From what I've heard, there's Gate Kamro and someone named Crumley, and also a boy named Key. Key too?
さて、どうやら皆さんに関係がある話も少なくないようですね。
Now then, many of these reports seem to be of concern to you.
どうでしょう。コルヒドラエに対抗する手はずは私たちに任せて。
He's now dead, and he's also her father. Do you know that Giacomo's also? So ridiculous. Suggest you let us handle the plans to counter Core Hydra while you act as you see fit. The report of nothing in ways that is of the utmost concern, so true. Perhaps following up on some of the reports would be wise. Yeah, we understand. This part of the game is fine. I just don't know why the reports didn't have anything of interest.
もちろん決戦に備えての準備をするのも結構です。
Of course, preparing yourselves for a final upcoming battle is equally important.
心残りなくやるべきことをやり終わったら、またここに戻ってきてください。
Please come back when you have done what you need to do. Okay. So, I'm assuming I don't have to do basically any of these side quests, by the way. I could just immediately go to the end of the
良いで
game.
すね。
Is that clear?
わかりました。
Yes, it is, Your Highness. So we're gonna take our time re-talking to everybody, because remember, we're still missing signatures somehow? Question mark? So I clearly messed something up, because we're not done with that. Constellation-wise, I have a feeling we'll probably get a couple from, like, the Forbidden Book, because that's probably going to be a dungeon. So if there's, like, 2 or 3 more dungeons, I'm imagining we'll get 1 or 2 constellations total. And one of them was to go back to the lava caves, which might be related to the Mad Wolf unit side quest anyway. So we might just naturally come across the remaining constellations doing the side quests. Oh my gosh, get me out of here, please. It wasn't you. I think this celestial trim on him. I hope they get the shrine has a chance to be carried. Why are they talking about the shrine? I feel like there's some kind of side quest here involving the shrine carrier. Try to remember that for next time. Expecting you have this. Fairy Barret is found. Grateful. Now I can concentrate on my job. Yeah, I'm assuming this is an item for Stella. It is not. Who the for? So we're missing a Savina item, apparently. There just gives her crazy attack power. Huh. Wait a minute, chat. She might actually finally be good. Oh, this feels weird. Wait. How is she useful? Oh, I somehow missed the Savina item, by the way, so oops. But I mean, this is 85 attack. That's a lot of attack power. Like, now she's, like, ridiculously strong. Yeah, she's as strong as Gabari is now, chat. Like, that item is actually so overwhelmingly powerful that she's as strong as Gabari is now. So we might use her now, because she has a purpose? I'm not going to talk to any of the NPCs here. We'll worry about that next time. Let's get our level ups out of the way so we can just go straight with plot or side quest next time. I did not want to save over that save file. I actually wanted to keep it separate. But you know what? Too late now. It's fine. Alright, who is like close to level 10? Alice is. Someone like 232 attack. Got 233? Cool. Let's save in between. So Callus is pretty much ready for the end of the game, because I just gave him 10 levels. And as chat saw earlier, he was pretty fine. Like, versus the other fight. And getting 10 levels is, you know, 20% levels all at once. So, and the fact that he could still level more means right before we go to do the final boss, I could just finish up these level ups. Let's aim for probably agility on him. I actually want to get a high roll here. I want to go for like 169 agility. 169 agility, 241 attack. No, that's not good enough. Oh my gosh, it said something about Fee in the plot and summary. I don't want to read about Fee anymore. I'm so tired of him. I need his agility much higher. No. We're super low rolling agility. This sucks. Oh. I keep forgetting you can menu before the game is visible. Or wondering what's happening there. On better agility. I'm not asking for max roll. Come on. What a great game mechanic. I love resetting when stats just refuse to level up properly. Come on, I'm not asking for max roll. I don't even think I'm being that greedy. I just want it, like, 1 point above average, please. No, you gave me even lower agility. I'll even accept 168 at this point. I just don't want it to be min. Because his agility is so low, if we could speed it up so that enemies go after him, that's actually huge. So for him, that's probably the most important stat, weirdly. Yeah, we're getting very unlucky here. 168, okay, I'll take it. I don't want to reset anymore. We got slightly under the attack roll I'm looking for, but I don't feel like resetting anymore. Let's see. The Savina is here. So again, most of our characters are extremely strong at this point. So Gabari ended up at 240 attack, which is still pretty solid. Yeah, Savina, keep in mind, is going to outstat him potentially here. So she might actually just be stronger than him now. So she needs to get at least 240 attack, and then she'll be as strong as Gabari, but with way more agility. So she'll be better for, like, normal walk. Alright, so she got exactly what I was looking for. So technically, right now, I should be using her over Gabari, right? Because she'll go first, so I'll get hit less. And their levels are very similar now, even despite that level up. Yeah, Zelda needs, like, so little XP to level. I still refuse to use Liu, though. Character's kind of worthless. And maybe play with Savina briefly. I would have wanted to put Liud in my party. That's how you know I mismenued. So I might abuse her high speed here just because I don't want to... It should make combat faster in theory. But we also just don't have super great attacks with her, so we'll see. Eerie, because fire and ice don't mix, so the fact that my elements are opposing there, it makes her a bit awkward. I think that's all the level ups we need to worry about for now. I will worry about... Also, I love it didn't even give me the courtesy heal. We'll play with her briefly in case I get into fights. I'm not intending to get into many. Between now and getting that one item back, you never know. Yeah, so far I've not really had a use for the consumables. I'm assuming they'll be more useful in the final dungeon. Or like a bonus dungeon. Then I'll have to leave town to go back. Yeah, we have all the new Inoue to do, so we'll talk to literally every NPC in the game just to get side quests out of the way. But now we're just gonna get rid of the Celestial Alps. Oh, there's a person here. Large woman with bracelet puffs at us. You see my daughter somewhere down there? We came hiking, but my daughter is still somewhere below. Oh, we have the Celestial Flower now. Let's show the family tree. Okay. So, actually, before I forget, I think this other character wanted the Celestial Flower, right? Because I think that's a stat increase. So I guess the question is, Chad, who would you like to see me stat pump? Because I think we finally got the seed to upgrade. I'm going to do this now so we can take advantage of it. We're in here. Yeah, now. Here. And over the Celestial Flower. Carefully, I'm sorry that's all I got. Please take it. Deluxe shish kebab. Okay. Oh. It wasn't a stat up. It's just a heal. Oh, I thought last time we gave it to her we got a heal, like a stat buff. Never mind. Sorry about that. Kinda not worth to hold it then. We'll eventually deal with the Wario Mementos thing. Eventually. Not in a rush. Yeah, I thought last time we got, like, attack up, defense up, and speed up. But maybe you can't... Like, you could repeat it for items, but you don't repeat it for the stat buffs, which is unfortunate. Because it takes a long time to go through there. So we'll deal with the bracelet thing now that we're here. Large one with bracelet pups. Sorry for the trouble, but if you go, tell her to wait there. Okay. I don't know what it wants me to do. None of them want to move. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Sealer in a card. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I tried showing them the thing that I had, but it didn't do anything. They just kind of ignore me. Do I, like, go back down? Thanks for telling her I'm trying to, my legs won't move. You look tough. Look built. Will you push me so I could reach her? Counting on you, I'm not that heavy. It should be a piece of cake. What? Well, I knew we were gonna get signatures, but I can't say a push person puzzle was on my list. Certainly something. Thank you, right here is just fine. Came all this way for that old Kuzman? Old man Kuzman, you have such stamina. Alright, I'll sign it for you. Resemblance is unmistakable, well built to be put in bullet. Okay. Pushing me, I'm gonna see my grandfather once I've rested up. There's to help you out so much. Father-in-law is dying, why didn't you tell me earlier? Does my husband know about this? Me feel reluctant to go. We have 2 names off the list. Okay. This is a weird side quest, but it's over now. I was wondering why there weren't any enemies on the first screen. Yeah, see, her damage is so high now due to picking up that item, by the way. Like, she didn't even finish her combo, and it was as strong as her mage's, by the way. So right now, she's actually just very, very strong. Yeah, see that? She did more damage than Zelda did. Kinda wild. I picked up another free defensive item, so I will very aptly upgrade. Guess I could get rid of fish for another defensive item. Chronos below, chat. Again, I had like 30 years to select another spell card. Oh, that actually killed. Interesting. I got some opposing elements there. But she still did decent damage. I wish she had 2 different elements and not just fire water or whatever. Wish I had like fire wind or something, or fire time. I drew nothing I could attack with. That is so awkward. That was actually just the most awkward turn. Didn't do anything. Yeah, that did very little damage. Seriously? They're all like literally all her defense items? I have to give her the meat card and replace one of her armors, so I don't have that happen again. Okay, another super fire card. We'll get rid of probably our light cards at this point, because they're just so much weaker than everything else that we have. Yeah, no reason to not put a level 5 there. Do you know what I mean? His light is 64, wind is 73. Fire, meanwhile, is insane. Actually, she doesn't even have that many. Well, no, she doesn't. She's maybe a couple too many defensive items. The problem is, like, I don't think she just has like another solid attack card. So, sadly enough, I think I'm just gonna get rid of probably one of these. Probably Coffin Shield is her weakest defensive item, and I'm just gonna add another charged fish, so she can beat people to death with fish. As all was intended. Okay, so what was in here? Did you really put an item descriptor thing right next to the treasure chest? I hate you so much. Old containers are piled up here. They used to be transparent. I just pick up the item. Pick up the item. Got a Nefriti saber, okay? Just like, do you see that, chat? I swear I was looking dead at it. Like, it just was like, nah. You didn't want to interact with the thing that you just walked all the way here to go get. You get rid of one apple for another attack card. I think he just needs more attack cards. Oh, there's another door in here. Okay. Void Phantom. So again, we're getting kind of just free upgrades for Callus, which is fine. No complaints about that. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of his weaker heal items, just outright. Yeah, that is a super strong weapon. 225 base attack. Way higher attack power than most things that we have. It's good that we explored. Still gonna interact with objects in case there's more hidden things in this house. Because apparently Grandfather was like a super weapon genius. Something piled up here, it's hard to say exactly what. Wretched woman with wings spread wide, it makes you feel at peace. Pirate Silk Veil. Yeah, that's probably an upgrade for Zella. Ooh, 100% poison resist, and it's a neutral. That is really strong, chat. That is really strong. So if I get rid of one of our fire ones, we have something that just has more base defense and it gives us immunity? Okay. Filled with food, we acquired avocado, which will probably spoil and go bad instantly if it's like avocados in real life. But sure, we'll remove something for it. Yeah, most of our neutral defense is fine. I'll get rid of a Grace Shield, because it's kind of weak. Put avocado in. Yet another door. Man, Grandfather is loaded. Required straw, okay. Double and grass cutter hung here. They don't seem to have been used recently. There are many pots. Most of them are broken. Acquired holy armor. Grandpa slash father was loaded. Holy. We talk about this? Like, actually insane. Holy armor, anybody can use. It is really, really strong. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Honestly, I could get rid of his half plate. It's just better half plate. Maybe Liud can take a generic defense uppo. I think 60's fine. Get rid of fruit for one of those. I think that makes sense. Contains a liquid. It must have come from some kind of animal. You acquired milk. Ew. Skull buckle. Okay, that sounds like an item for Callus. Wow, the game really cheated us out of items, by the way. I'm glad we came back here. Character is confused while equipped, but he's basically a god who's immune to every status ailment. I don't think I want that then, because confusion means I don't have control over the character. Bags of sublari weed. Many would live long with this amount of weed. Small amount of liquids remains in it. I'll suggest it's some kind of liquor. Yeah, grandfather slash father was loaded. I mean, I don't really know who owned this per se. Like, was this part of... Was it just in the family? Or did our adoptive fathers, plural, go make this? Let's go leave and go stay back in the main village. I mean, that could have been really good, but I don't think giving up control of a character makes any sense in a game with combos. You said something Shimigami, something about death gods. Casually just saying Shimigami, it's fun. Yeah, her going first here matters for general combat. I like Abari more for boss fights, where speed doesn't matter. Yet another Ifriti Saber. We are picking up a lot of easy upgrades for Callus, because we were talking about earlier, his weapon choice was kind of suspect, but now it is, like, infinitely better. He's got, like, 3 weapon upgrades in a row. So I could see, like, there is a purpose to grinding this area, as well as the tower. Unfortunately, I did conflicting elements here. Oh, fire actually unfroze them. That's interesting. Good to know for the future. The bonus damage should still kill here, though, so I'm not too worried. It's just more important that I attacked early and did a lot of damage. Yeah, eventually I want to get rid of these burnt stakes and give them to Savina, so she has more neutral weapon damage options. Since her attack is so high that even like a 40 attack is kind of worth. So yeah, I probably want to give her more neutral defensive items. I think she's kind of lacking in them. But we have a good amount on our ults in case we're forced to play as them, and our other characters are so strong it doesn't matter. Ooh, I drew super dead there. That's where unironically, like, rotten meat is still one of the best items I could give them. It shouldn't be. I should have been receiving like 160 plus attack items more consistently for them, but no, the game just said no. Like, we're getting constant 170 attack items for Callus like every 5 seconds. We have not seen an upgrade for Liud or Savina anytime recently. We got like 1 horn upgrade from the tower, I guess. I don't know why that didn't combo there. I definitely hit confirm more than once, and then it timed me out. That was kind of rude. As I said before, I don't know if the controller is just acting weird, but I definitely hit that in time. Didn't want to accept it for whatever reason. No cards of interest there. Yeah, like other times I'm definitely too slow on that, but I was like confirm, and it was like, nah, we're just not gonna combo. Actually, I don't want to go to Sandal's Head. Yeah. So our levels are pretty extreme. I'll check one time here. So Zella's almost at a point where she can level up. Liud's also almost there, but it's Liud. No one cares. But yeah, she's got 240 attack. Like, she literally has the most attack in the entire party now, other than Gabari. So that should tell you something. Like, she got some pretty good rolls towards the end. But also the fact her accessory is just so strong. It makes her viable. We have all these photos to sell at some point. We'll see, I guess. See, when I hear this music, this definitely reminds me of the Tales series. Even if I didn't think it was the same composer before. Listening to that. Random Silk. Bad image is the Giacomo. We have a hilarious amount of money, by the way. I don't even know if I care about selling any of this. Yeah, Chronos Yell, I feel like is not worth our time. I'm not gonna bother with it. I guess if I wanted to clean up junk yells, I could just sell them, but I don't think it really matters at this point. So I'll check one more time with Savina's set. This is the before. I mostly just kind of need more neutral things in here. So I'm kind of tempted to even leave Battle Claws in over some of these options. Yeah, like 3+ combo, Burning Sphere. I think I'd rather have a neutral item there. Just so that there's more for me to potentially combo into. Apparently can kill people with soy sauce. I don't remember when we picked these up, but I have several of them. It'd be a pretty embarrassing way to die. You just got sauced. Let's get rid of Zella's rotten meat. Give her this light flare back. Just so I have a more neutral element with this character. Get rid of one of our worst shields. Makes sense. There we go. That should smooth the hand out a little better. So if I draw like 3 or 4 ice, I at least have 2 more neutral options to combo. Probably fine. So let's leave ourselves back in the other city, and we'll just kind of tackle things in the order over there. I don't want to start here, because nobody cares about this location. We could get an upgrade for Zella if we pursue. But we're going to leave that for next time. I just want to save in the capital, so I know vaguely what I was looking to do. In case it doesn't come to me right in the moment I boot up. So let's save here, and we're then going to spend our next session talking to everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of things we need to do. Double check nothing is upgraded. Unpopular painting, well-known story, naughty novel. I don't know why we have that. We have a random seed in our inventory still. Probably get rid of, given that it was so disappointing. But oh well. So, from the standpoint of the plot, basically nothing happened. From the standpoint of clearing the game, we went through a lot, but from the plot standpoint, very little has actually happened. So I guess next time we'll be focusing on getting everybody's class level up, and also getting, I guess, some more backstory lore for all of our characters. Hopefully not inclusive of Faye, or Fee, I mean, because I'm tired of their backstory. So we'll see where it goes. For all the wrong reasons. So we will end up getting a lot of levels. We'll have Chad, I guess, pick my final party next time, question mark? Since I don't think we'll beat the game next session, but it's possible we could beat it by the session after that. Because I'm thinking, you know, we're going to get like 2 or maybe 3, optimistically, dungeons and bonus areas out of the way, and then we're going to get another 2 to 3 out of the way. So, I guess if we do an extended session, I mean, we have to basically talk to all the NPCs, which is going to take a while. But we should at least be done with all the side quests, I think, by next weekend. We're pretty close. So, getting close to finishing Baten Kaitos. We're getting there. But man, oh man, that was a bit of a struggle to get through some of the ultra redundant plot talking about the Alps. Yes, the Alps that are up there. As well as the cabin. The cabin is in the Alps. Did you know the cabin is in the Alps? I think the Alps are important. I think something's there, Chad. It could be anything. But for now, let's take a break. We had a pretty solid session overall, despite a technically delayed start. But for now, let's go ahead and say goodbye to both YouTube and the stream. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good day or a good night, depending on the time zone.